brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option one, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Yo, what's good, Creative Fam? And Merry Christmas season.
Merry Christmas. I hope you guys all get your tariff checks.
This man,
Get that money.
Get that money. Let's run it. Yo, we back with another episode, and I'm going to warn y'all right now. Be ready.
Spicy.
It's going to be spicy.
Spicy.
And we got the guests. Let's go. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens. Bring your friends. Sony gang.
Pull up.
Canon fan people too. Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you shipping, food.
We got Red users flexing. Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cut. Yeah, we steady making
Stacks on stacks.
We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire.
We ain't giving it no likes.
NAB.
New drive.
Cine cam.
Who's high?
Black Magic.
Price drop.
Man, that's a
Jackpot.
Firmware.
Updates.
Leaks and the rumors. Who got the best shot?
Creative and the
Look,
movers.
this is uncensored real talk, no cap. Live every week. Get a fam, got our back. See if they connect. Man, you know where it's at.
So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and let's chat. Let's go. Subscriber on the rack. Subscriber
Bro.
on the rack.
I don't know what happened. Obviously, I had to change some stuff for the holiday show, but lyrics did not come up, and we had to go off the dome.
But they know. They know.
But y'all know it.
Y'all know. Y'all
we
know.
got it.
Y'all don't need the Disney thing.
Look. We got it locked down like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even need the lyrics today.
We only done it like 100 times.
Oh my God. Yo, so first off, welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. We are so happy to have y'all here. This is an amazing episode because as the Sony people know, they got something to be happy about today.
I was gonna go on Ty's comment.
Oh,
we ain't Poe no more.
Oh, what? Who's not pulling no more?
Go up.
What did Ty say?
He said we got staff now.
What?
We ain't Poe no more.
What? Nah, dog. We just
Computer automation.
Computer automation is a crazy thing. I just realized I did not make the lower thirds for the episode. It just hit me.
We're gonna run it.
We gonna run it anyway.
We're gonna run it.
So
them Sony boys know what's about to go down.
Oh, well, you know what? And here's the thing. So y'all read the title. Y'all read the thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When the camera first got announced, I was pretty on par. I was like, all right, this is like, what is it? They are who we thought they were. Like,
y'all getting beat up in the first 5 minutes, bro.
Well, no, it's not bad. It's nothing bad. No. What I'm saying is, we kind of knew what the A75 was gonna be.
The Sony exec showed up and we're like,
what?
Hopeful.
No, this is no. Listen, Linda, listen. Ain't nobody.
Do we get our ends back?
Look, we knew what the A75 was gonna be, and I think it showed up. What I was actually pleasantly surprised with the camera. I was happy. I thought the camera was pretty good. But man, it's so funny how you could have like the perfect Ezra.
Daddy chill. Thank you for the most out-of-pocket comment to date on this episode.
You know what's funny? It was so crazy. The A75 got released. Somebody was like, what the hell is even that? Daddy chill.
Daddy chill. It's the beginning of the episode.
No, but realistically, I thought that the A75 was like, it was what we thought it was going to be. And it's a decent upgrade for the A7 IV going to the A75. But
can you add decent? I think decent's unfair. I think it was a very good update to the A7 IV.
Okay, yes. If we're going from A7 IV to A7 V,
very good.
I think that the A7 V was a very good upgrade. However, how quickly the narrative completely changed. Which, if I'm being honest with y'all, I feel like I feel like it might be what's best, honestly, because like the A7V, like we knew people weren't going to be like ecstatic about it, and it was coming into a very, very difficult, playing field. Like we knew it was going to immediately be compared to the ZR, the S12, and the R6 Mark III.
Yeah. Sony's not in a vacuum in of itself.
Not at all.
It's not just comparing to itself. It's got to compare to all the other cameras at $3,000 and below.
Right. And so when you have to compare up against all of those cameras, we knew it was going to be tough for the camera. Not impossible, but tough for the camera, right? And what got me kind of like confused was how the narrative, thanks to a couple creators who may or may not be on the show today.
Yeah.
completely changed and made it all around the lack of one particular feature, which I did not realize. Like, and maybe I'm in a vacuum here, but like obviously I have an S12, love shooting on it. One of my favorite go-to cameras right now. I also have the ZR, which I'm not going to pretend is not number one for me right now until maybe later on in the show when we unbox something. But the ZR is like number one right now for me. And the S12 is like right underneath it. Mm-hmm. And it mostly has to do with like price for value. Mm-hmm. But with the ZR, I don't have Opengate. Mm-hmm. And I kind of just like accepted that because I get the red workflow, I get the red image. I'm very happy with the quality, but I know I'm missing out on Opengate.
Give props to daddy.
Give props to daddy? Mm-hmm. What are you talking about?
You know why we're talking about Opengate right now?
Who? Why?
Give props to daddy.
Who? Yo daddy? Yo daddy? You say thank you to Yo daddy.
No, nobody would be talking about Opengate right now unless Canon didn't open them gates.
So so here's my point. I do believe that right now we are sitting in a situation where, Lumix has had Opengate for a minute.
Yes.
And has been basically the only person doing it. Yes. Almost to a point to where I think people were just like, that's a Lumix thing. But then when Canon got it, it was like, oh, we all should have this now.
We should all have it. It now should be mandatory.
Right. But now you start looking at you get a Sony A75 drop, and it's not there. And the internet freaking loses its mind over it. And this is where I personally am like, okay, how important is Opengate today? And where is it on us as creators to request these things from the brands in order to have it show up? That's sort of where my brain is currently right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because obviously, like, does the camera have it? Does it not have it? That's one conversation. But then if you guys have been on Threads, if you guys have been on YouTube, you guys have been on Instagram, we've had some creators going in, really sharing their opinions on, is Opengate important? Is Opengate not important? And who needs it? Who doesn't need it? And ultimately, what is the reason for it? So I actually wanted to, I guess before I go to who's showing up today, Gerald, I want to hear from you real quick. What is your, and obviously, I'll get you hearing something here in just a second. Hold on. All right, you should be able to hear us now. But Gerald, from your standpoint, what are you dying over? Who texted you?
It's so funny that you do this right now. Our friend, the Shillin' Chief, is trying to bribe me.
What is he saying?
And his bribe is way too low right when you asked me about this camera. Hey, you know my offer. You've heard my offer.
The Shillin' Chief is texting Gerald on the side.
You see my response? Anyways,
you wild.
last chance, Cam.
He ain't giving you that camera, dog.
I know. Okay, so, I feel similar to you with the A75. Listen to me, Sony boys. I gave you your in today. Good camera. Really good camera. Probably super, like one of the most solid cameras in the segment. But that's all I can give you. All I can give you is solid. Like, I don't feel like you're class leading with really any of your features outside of shooting 30 frames at 14-bit. Like, other cameras have pre-capture. Good job. Welcome to 2025. You do 4K 60 uncropped. Your IBIS is better, but Lumix is still better. You're not doing Opengate, which isn't something that's like terrible that you don't do, because I don't have any Opengate cameras, but like you don't get points for not doing something. You're a faster sensor than the A7 IV, but the A7 IV was too slow. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's a really great update to the A7 IV, but realistically speaking, like it's a good camera. That's it. That's all I got. Like, there's no hate in that. Incredible images, incredible video. Everything that I've seen of the camera, it looks really good. You will not be sad buying that camera. If you have the A7 IV, it is an upgrade for you.
I think it's a almost, because of the readout speed now.
Yeah.
It's like a upgrade.
It's upgrade. Absolutely. No questions about it. You will not, like, I would say if you have a Sony camera, buy it.
Yeah.
But like for me, like, I am judging it based off of what else came out this year, not judging it based off of if the camera's actually good or not.
I got you.
Yeah, with the ZR and the R6 III and the S1 II, bro, you picked a tough year to come out.
Well, that's kind of like I think that's going to be like the one thing that everybody has to understand, like when it comes to these cameras, is like, I don't think Sony was like looking at what Canon did a week ago and then decided, nah, keep the gates closed.
Your boy.
Like, I feel like those decisions were made a long time ago.
Yeah.
And to try to change it, like, because Canon did something, I don't think that's even possible.
Well, it's not possible because they know what we want.
Oh, well. Well, speaking of knowing what we want, I know what I want. What?
I have no idea how you're transitioning this. Hey, listen to me. Like, Sony people in the audience, like, detect the cat.
So
Detect the cat.
So here's my thing.
Are we being salacious? Are we being like, I know there's disagreements, but like, has Brandon said anything crazy?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Gerald, the Sony people do not care what we have to say at all, because
But they show up every week.
they do show up every week, and we
And we love
appreciate
you.
y'all.
We love you.
We love y'all. We love that you're willing to show up every week and be just abused consistently. No. No. But what I do know is that Sony has not had a champion on this show in a while. And I think it's time that
That's a great transition.
We bring in a Sony champion for today.
Does he consider himself a Sony champion?
I don't know if he considers himself a Sony champion. He actually doesn't even seem to care right now, because he's like playing with a Rubik's Cube. Like, he's not even paying attention to what the hell's going on this show. Y'all can't see him, but he's just like, don't flick me off. I can see you. They can't see you, but I can see you. This man doesn't care about what's happening right now.
He's been very unhinged.
But he definitely, he has been. He has been unhinged and uncaring. But I also brought his arch enemy. So we're going to get both sides of the coin today. But first, we're going to bring up the
Is he really his arch enemy?
I don't know.
Are you rage baiting the people?
I am doing what is called building anticipation.
And I'm just crumbling
it is strong storytelling, and you are destroying it. You know what I mean? Like, you're one of those people that only care about the shot, and I'm over here trying to craft an amazing story, and you just disintegrated the whole thing.
Is it really important?
It's called building anticipation, but the people, the Sony fanboys, no, they get their end today. The Sony The Sony
We ain't
fanboy.
soy boys no more.
We have an A75. They are.
That's terrible. That's why they hate us.
That's
why they hate us.
But
That's why
that's
they
why
hate
I brought them a champion today. Today we're excited to bring up none other than Mr. Gerald Undone himself.
Am I on?
Hey, what are you shooting on right now?
I wish I had Opengate. Oh, look at me go over here. Why am I so tight?
If you had Opengate, you'd have a little bit more room on the top and the bottom. You know, we're pretty cropped in on your face there.
Yeah, I'm just using the webcam setup because I was too lazy to go over there. So
It looks
you
nice.
don't be tight, boys. I could. You know what though? When you don't like your framing, just back up. Lovely.
Oh no! Don't tell me you got your Sony Alpha sweatshirt on too.
He is the Sony champion.
He
know what's funny?
he is the Sony champion for sure.
I don't like the Sony merch for the branding because ever since all that like Andrew Tate stuff and everything, if you wear anything, they're like they don't know that it's camera stuff, so they just think you're wearing like some sweater that says like I think I'm on Alpha, and so it's like, but the Sony merch is usually good merch. Like they make a jacket I really like. I like this hoodie a lot for like a bumming around hoodie. I just hate that it says Alpha and all this stuff now because of the associative branding. So it's kind of a
Bro, the way I'm right there with you. One of my favorite pullover like sweatshirt is the Sony one. It's like screen printed. It's freaking amazing. But every time I wear it, people are like, "Oh, you shoot Sony?" I'm like, "No."
I just like the merch.
I just like the merch. All right. Well, before we get into your take, I do want to let the people know, because I know now everybody's going to be like, "Oh, this is a Sony show." No. This will not be a Sony show.
This is uncensored.
This is
people.
uncensored. If you new here, you better learn real quick, because we bring in both sides, because we also have another amazing guest showing up with us today. We got Mr. Professional.
We got Windows.
Oh my God.
It's better in person.
Oh my gosh.
You have practiced that for many years.
Oh, well, guys, I brought them both on today because I felt like, man, first off, I want to say this. A lot of y'all don't understand this about the creator community, but we all know each other. And so while we don't always agree, we all know each other. So where there's no real animosity, these two actually don't agree on this subject. And I actually found myself right here, like I am in this layout, somewhere in the middle. And so I wanted to bring them both on today to ask them sort of to explain their takes further, because both these guys decided to make freaking Instagram reels. Gerald told me everything that I shoot for 9x16 is basically crap, and it's going to be consumed on the toilet. It's toilet content. Which I ain't gonna lie, dog, that offended me immediately.
He got in his feelings.
I got it. As I was sitting on the toilet watching your reel, I was in my feelings. So I wanted to bring y'all up and have y'all sort of express your thoughts fully. And so, Gerald, since you decided to start this mess telling us we don't need Opengate, I'm going to let you explain, sort of like what you were explaining to me this morning when we were messaging, where this take comes from for you and why you think that we don't need Opengate, even though I think that the entire industry right now does need to push for Opengate, especially as these new cameras are coming out. And image quality is kind of like, to me, it's like we're done. Like we have the image quality that we need. What we need is more functionality out of the cameras. But you're saying Opengate's maybe not one of them that's a requirement or something we should be pushing for. So I'd love to get your take.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts, obviously.
Well, we're live for another hour and a half, so go for it.
Okay, well, buckle up. No. I'm a conflicted individual because I have sort of like there's a camera reviewer side of me, but then there's also the person who, watches the same content and thinks that everybody's full of shit, including me. So it's kind of like I have two takes on everything. It's like the consumer version and then also the reviewer version. And so there's a lot of hypocrisy in my mind. The toilet content thing, by the way, just so in case you were slightly offended, the origin of that comment is that we never have control over the end purpose of anything. And like people have been fighting this forever, is like, Tom Cruise making PSAs about turning off motion smoothing on TV or whatever. It's like everybody thinks they're making art, and then some bozo's just like ruining it. And I feel like 9x16 content is destined for like the lowest common denominator of viewing. Like it's like no matter what you do to it, it's not going a place you want it to go. Which is why I think like obviously if you're getting paid by a brand and a brand wants something, then give them what they want. Get money, and if you can charge more for doing something else, then get that money. I just mean as an end user, it's like probably not the most important quality tier. But to answer the question about my sort of conflicting thoughts on Opengate, I think, as I said in my video, that unless a feature somehow breaks something else, and then you have to make an actual decision on, should we include this because it will compromise this or that, then, give all the features you can give, because it's better to have them. And then maybe, and I can't imagine that Sony isn't aware that you can get more customers by appealing to more people. I mean, this is the simplest concept imaginable when it comes to marketing. I do have a bunch of complicated thoughts on Sony's engineering, though, that we can get into later if you want, which is sort of like what I think is the answer to firmware problems from Sony, why there's no 30p in H265, but also why their batteries work so well. I think there's an answer to all that, and I have a theory. But let's assume for just a minute that putting Opengate in an A75 doesn't really break anything, and it still can be a pretty good photo camera and also shoot video and everything else. Then yeah, you should throw it in there, because why not, right? It's not like it's going to hurt your brand identity. Like, we are the brand of non-Opengate. They've never really made that stance, so who cares? However, my approach in the video, which there's such a sensitive Lumix versus Sony thing going on right now, and I don't know why. Excuse me. Why it's specifically those two brands? So by the way, I had to cut that video I posted was 3 minutes long, but it was 7 minutes of me talking, and then I was like, wait, how long can you post a reel? And it was like 3 minutes. It's like, oh crap, I got to cut some of this out. One of the things that I cut out was mentioning two brands by name and also justifying why it's in my Sony video. And so I'll give that to you now. You'll get the edit part that I cut out of my video, which was that I was gonna put that Opengate rant probably 2 videos ago, and then definitely gonna put it in the Canon video. But I thought it doesn't make sense to put in the Canon video because Canon added it. So now if I complain about Opengate, it's kind of like I'm saying, oh, Canon did something right, let me crap on it. It's like it doesn't make any sense, right? And so I was like, I'll make it its own video. And I was like, that's not a video. Like a 3 minute, like, did you know you can zoom? Like, that's a stupid video. It feels like clickbait, right? So then I was like, okay, I guess I can stick in the Sony video. It's gonna come across as like Sony apologizing if I put it in the Sony video. So let me stick it at the end. I'll put it all the way at the end, and I'll even start off by saying like, I'm not apologizing for Sony. They should have had it in the camera. But if you're a consumer who's just been hearing about Opengate online, you're like, what's this open? Why is I was going to get the A75, but everybody's saying it doesn't have Opengate. I expected that to happen in advance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of wanted to address those people and say, hey, if the A75 up to this point sounded like, ooh, you know what? I think that might be the solution to what I was looking for. I'm going to bump up from APS-C, or I've been waiting to get a full frame camera, but I heard A7IV was too slow. I think maybe A75 might be the move. But then you're on social and somebody's like, doesn't have Opengate, set it on fire. Then I wanted to be like, hey, maybe you don't need it. Do you want me to show you something? And so I spent a little time showing those people, because here's the thing. And that's why I said, you should probably have a Lumix anyway. It wasn't me saying sell all your Sony shit and buy Lumix. It was me saying if you're an anamorphic enthusiast, you probably already are aware of where you're at, what system you're on. You're probably de-squeezing on Lumix and using anamorphic stabilization and stuff over there. You're not listening to me right now. So that's fine,
Yeah.
But if you're somebody who is gonna get the A7V, but is like, what? No, what does Opengate mean? Does that mean my camera's junk? No, your camera's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. You can make what you need to make.
I think for, you know, at least when I watched your video, especially that section of it, the one thing that we have heard multiple times from brands, and like I've heard this said from somebody within the Sony team, is that like, we know what you guys need. And so that's what we're going to put in the cameras. And I think people are asking for Opengate. And this is like, I got a few messages about this. And I think the concern was, especially because you have such a voice in the camera space. Like, not only do consumers like watch your content, but like shooters and filmmakers, like, you know, people who do this for a living, like
They
myself,
wait for your video to drop.
We wait for your video to drop. But then I think you have the ability to also reach the executives, because I don't think there's a brand out there who doesn't know who you are and doesn't feel the weight of what you say, almost in a sense of where like you speak for us in a manner or sense, just because of like the size and because of your content. And like rightfully so, you've earned that with all the great content you put out. And so I know for a lot of people, myself included, when we heard you say like, you know, this isn't a feature that is necessary, the fear became, oh, will Sony feel validated in not putting it in this camera and feel like this is something that they don't need to be pushing for in their cameras? Because to me, as somebody who does this on a regular basis, like you said, like, if you can put it in there, put it in there. But don't think that you don't. And definitely don't feel validated in the fact that it's not in the camera. So that was sort of where my thoughts came from. But before I let you go through, I'm going to have Vu sort of express his side as well, because there was two sides to this coin. And Vu obviously had a very opposite side opinion. And so I wanted to... What you laughing for, dog? This man, because Vu's a little unhinged. What we'll do is I'll have you sort of express sort of like why you thought Opengate is such a necessity on this camera, or on cameras, I guess, coming out today.
I actually didn't even necessarily disagree with Gerald completely. I actually agree that if you're just shooting stuff like this, and 9x16, if I got to recrop, is generally fine. It's really like on the field. So like I do a lot of weddings, and now if you're not doing vertical edits on Instagram, you're probably not going to be getting booked as much. Like all of the most successful wedding videographers I see out there, they're doing these vertical cutoff reels. And when you're like out on the field and you're trying to film and also like maintain your framing and all that stuff, I don't want to back up. You know, I don't want to back up like this. And now I lost I still have bokeh because I'm using like a D-bag f1.8 lens for no reason. But like, I started using the Opengate on Lumix, and I'm like, just film it as is. And then when I go back, I just have more space. You know, it's a difference between if you have two people like bride and groom holding hands. It's literally a difference between like them getting cut off at the shoulders and them being in frame for like a vertical reel.
Mm-hmm.
And I can film as I want and don't have to think about how I'm going to frame it later because I have the headroom. Speaking of headroom, like, is my audio sounding like some straight trash or? Because I'm not on like that podcast life with like this thing going on. live on stream like this.
Keep doing that for about 5 more seconds.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. I think you forget who our audience is, bro. You just set yourself up, bro. That's gonna be how we turn that into a meme.
I do stupid stuff like this. Like put my face up on the damn like camera like that. Like,
nah, you're good.
I've been done.
So Gerald, I guess my question is, this man is still playing with a Rubik's Cube.
He's got to complete the cube.
How far along is the cube, by the way?
Oh, I've been over it like 4 more times since we talked last. You know, it's because I just turned 40 and I was like, and this thing sits on my shelf. And I try to do it once a week so that I can keep it kind of fresh. And I was like, it's been a couple weeks. I should do it a few times to like make sure I could still remember the algorithms and do the muscle memory. You get dumber and slower as you get old, man. It's like I gotta keep up.
So when it comes to the Opengate, like I know obviously I had mentioned the point of like wanting to push the brands to put this into the camera. Like I know it's not maybe a like, because I was telling you the ZR doesn't have Opengate, but it has become like my main working camera. And while do I wish it was in there? Yes. Every time I talk about it, or if I talk to somebody at Nikon, I'm like, figure it out. I don't know what it's going to take. I'm not an engineer. Please figure it out. Do you see Opengate as that type of a feature? Like, do you see it as something that needs to be put into cameras going forward? Cam Mackey said Gerald got that 16:9 Rubik's Cube, by the way.
So two things. One, you mentioned before cutting over to Vu or whatever, but I guess maybe somewhat of like the impact of like me letting them off easy. If I make a video and it's like, don't worry, it's not necessary, then Sony's like, phew, if it's not necessary, I mean, I don't have to figure out how to do it. My answer to that is that YouTubers, myself included, grossly overestimate our relevance in the camera sphere. Within our own bubble of like the audience and people who care about I always try to compare it to like magazine folks of the old days of cars, where they were like, they would go to a car thing and they would say, did you hear what's coming out? The new McLaren, it can do whatever. And those people are talking, right? But McLaren doesn't make a car based on that conversation. Those people think that they're hyped and they follow the trends and they know what's going on and they have the conversations about it. And then now there is YouTube for car stuff, and there are YouTube videos about everything else. But I would imagine in the camera space that when it comes to Sony making a camera, the percentage that the entire discourse that happens online from YouTubers, Instagram Reels, threads, clapbacks, live streams about it, like all that stuff, is got to be like 5% at most. Like I think it's an insignificant portion. Now that's not me trying to like brush off, so I can say whatever I want. I have no responsibility. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just that YouTubers put way more emphasis on themselves as having power, and the audience puts too much blame on YouTubers for influence that they don't have. And I think this is because of two things. Lead times on cameras are extremely long. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like even if it looks like an A7V is a direct response to a Canon R6 Mark III, there might be something that is like it could be a marketing message that is, or it could be what they push forward in their thing. But they were working on this shit 4 years ago. Like as soon as the A7 IV came out, they were probably like, okay, Sony Semiconductor, let's get cracking on a new sensor for the next one. And by the time we're talking about something 6 months ago, that's not going to have an impact on it. That stuff's already set in stone. And especially with Sony, because they are like a hyper optimized philosophy in design or whatever, which is, I was alluding to this earlier, which is why you can get really good battery efficiency and things like that. But why every time there's a firmware update, they release a firmware update and then the next day go, don't install that. No. That stop right there. You know, our mistake. And it's because when you have everything so perfectly packed in I think for simplification, let's imagine it almost like a code waterfall. It's like if you screw up one letter somewhere earlier on in the chain.
Oh shoot. We just got a super chat. This happens. By the way, guys, new holiday super chats.
Doc's an influencer.
Doc is an influencer.
At Doc Rocks super chatted $20. Everyone's screaming for Opengate. Show your Schedule C and breakout line 1 to what you got for Opengate shooting. Maybe 5% of work pros actually care. Most of the yelling coming from folks who don't file a Schedule C. Rightwards hand emoji.
Shots fired, Cam Mackey.
He said, drop that mic. You ain't making no money. You po. You shoot Opengate, you po.
You ain't got no like it.
Shooting Opengate on all my clients this year.
Boo said he make money, dog.
But I'm Asian, so it's all under the table cash. Like, we don't pay tax like that. I'm just kidding.
What I was
just
going to say was that so when they do anything, it kind of breaks everything. Is what ultimately happens. The benefit of this is that you get a hyper efficient system, but the con of this is that Lumix, on the other hand, which is much less efficient, but is designed in a way that's much better for making changes, and they directly respond to, like, you make a video and you say, hey guys, people who've gone to Lumix events can even attest to the fact that you can be testing something and say, this thing's too green, and then somebody goes in the back and like pushes some buttons on a keyboard, and then they give you an SD card and they go, how's that? And you go, oh, that's better. They actually are like developing and making changes. Sony, I can make a video for 4 years that says, hey, you don't have 30p in H265, and 4 years can go by and I don't even get a memo about why that is, or if it, so assumptions can be made, and you can have some background conversations that are not allowed to be revealed. But I think a big component of it is end to end. Sony systems are designed end to end in a way that allows for some things and doesn't allow for other things. And those decisions are made well above and beyond whatever the hell YouTube's discussing. So I don't think that me saying, I don't think that Opengate is necessary for what I do, actually, to be honest, actually has any impact on whether or not Sony is going to add it or not add it to a camera. Or if it does have an impact, it's a very minimal one.
I have a question, Gerald, for you.
Sure.
I would tend to agree with you. I don't think that we're a massive part of the market, and considering all the soccer moms and all of the sports dads that are buying the cameras and stuff like that.
Everybody buying the Canons?
Everybody buying the Canons.
Got it.
But my question for you is it feels like the millions and millions that all of these camera companies are spending on the trade shows, and then also on the influencing marketing and the trips and the we can't go, but the condos,
yeah,
and all sort of stuff. It kind of feels like maybe a little bit contrary to your statement. And I just wonder, like, I don't think that means, I know that our niche, our bubble is not a large percentage of the pie that's going to buy this camera. But I feel like other camera brands seemingly listen, like Lumix. Like they're listening to feedback of the 5%, and they're making changes. And I feel like Canon is they're
listening now.
They decided to like listen. So I don't know. I not fully disagreeing with what you're saying, but like I do feel like people are spending money and people are implementing features that their user base is saying that they want.
Yeah, because I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. Because like while Gerald, you might look at your video and say like, oh, my video did, let's say it does 500,000 views. That's oh, look at Eddie.
Thank you, Butts.
Thank you, Tim Butt too. But
that's a funny name.
The way that like, while you might do 500,000 views, I guarantee you of that number, you're influencing the Best Buy employees, the camera store employees, who are then talking to the soccer moms, who are then talking to, like I watch your video, I learn something, and then when some random person walks up to me asking me about a Sony camera that I haven't shot with, my opinion leans heavy into what I trusted from your opinion. So I do think that while we might, like, our first circle of influence might only be 5%, I think that second circle, that outer circle that we reach, that then reaches an even bigger group, is way larger. And I think that the brands have to be smart enough to understand that that's who we touch, because like,
how many people come to you for camera, like buying cameras? Like, Brandon, what camera should I buy?
Every holiday season, every school function,
all throughout
every
the year.
Baseball tournament I go to, like they see me and they're going to ask me a question, and they don't even know I have a YouTube channel. So it's like, I do believe that the brands understand that we are not 5%. Our first initial touch might be 5%, but then the people that we influence then go on, and it's sort of like a much larger domino. that goes
You
out
could very
even
well
further.
be right, and I have no way to attest to that. Like I'll just
Yeah.
assume that there's definitely some to that. You know what's humbling though is when you go to like a photo meetup that isn't your exact niche, but it's just like, hey, photographers of X city, come hang out, and nobody knows who you are. And
Yes.
then you go, oh, I thought I was like Elvis in the photo community, and yet all these people own these cameras and haven't watched a single one of my videos, or if they did, it was like they watched a clip and then not enough to care that they ever really saw me in person. But that's an anecdote.
That's hard for me to believe that you can walk into a camera store.
He's talking about us. He's talking about us.
Oh,
He's not talking about him.
He's not talking about him.
He's not
Oh,
talking
he's
about
talking
us.
about us.
This is a great-
I sometimes go like in my city. Sometimes they'll have like a photo day, you know, go shoot the birds or whatever thing, and it like brings out all the local photographers, right? And their age will range from like literally like students to who you're picturing when I say an old man photographing a bird. And you'll all get recognized by like 1 to 2 people of like a group of 90 or something like that. So that tells me that like the rest of them bought their camera. You know what has like the biggest impact? You mentioned it when you said Best Buy, but like there's a reason why camera companies spend so much more money on getting models into stores. You see it on YouTube. You see that sometimes you'll be like, how come I didn't get sent a camera? But all of the store YouTube channels will have a video. It's because that sells cameras. People just walk into stores sometime with money and not a clear idea, and the clerks of the stores have to like sell a camera, and they have to like, and then that's what I think that honestly. So being well informed there, they do events at stores all the time to try and like get the salespeople to be like, no, Sony's the one you got to push right now because we put a little Sony event and stuff. But to answer your other question, sorry, there's a big difference between Sony and Lumix in a lot of fundamentals. Sony has a much bigger market share and has been resting on top, where Lumix has had to be more scrappy in trying to make a bigger dent in that. And I think that when you're two things, one, Sony is a massive conglomerate for which the imaging division is honestly irrelevant to Sony as like a megacorp or whatever. Like the imaging division is not important.
Yeah, they got that
It's
PlayStation money.
yeah, I mean PlayStation money. Sure. Did you know they also like? You should look up like what Sony. I don't know. They got banks and like in Japan they own I don't know whatever else they own like all the real estate or something. I don't know. They're like I'm making this up, but there's like 9 different segments.
Gerald
of
Undone
Sony.
said that Sony owns the Yakuza. I think that's what you. That's what you said.
Probably, you know, like, but there's like 9 different segments, and imaging is like a subsegment of one of those 9 of the subsegment of the 9th segment. Like it's an irrelevant. It's not irrelevant, but so when it's like, how much money does Sony spend on press trips? They don't care. I mean, yeah, that person who's in charge of that department, that's their budget, and for within that department, it's important. But on the overall Sony scale, like they also have Sony Semiconductor, who's like making sensors for other brands and stuff, and then this is all part, and then Sony Electronics dwarfs them by like a huge margin, you know, which is PlayStation's TVs, whatever. Anyway, this is all nonsense. But the point is, Lumix, on the other hand, has to compete with a company who's more than likely just looking at the bottom line. They're saying, oh, well, is this a profitable camera? Is this a profitable segment? Is this moving units? And I assume that because I don't actually have, people share sales figures all the time. I don't have access to the true data, but I'm thinking the A7 IV moved some units, like serious,
Tons of people have it.
units, right? So now Sony's like, A75, we're going to make this one. And you know what? It's going to move some serious units as well. And all it's going to do is reaffirm that like, hey, we're making profitable products over here. Great. Where if you're the scrappy underdog, you have to win over people who were by default going to buy the Sony. They were defaulting to the Sony probably or whatever, right? So now you have to win them over. And that's why they're better developers at like making features and stuff like that, because they have to be. Lumix has to put everything into a camera for it to be a viable option, because Sony has 14 segments. They make movies with Venices. They have vlog cameras and photo cameras and whatever. What does Lumix have? They have one camera to convince you it's the ultimate best camera, and that's the one to buy. And also that's one of the reasons why I think it's easier to be critical of Lumix when you make reviews, because it has to be the ultimate camera. And if it falls short in even one portion, you're like, damn, maybe you'll get them next time, boys, you know? And the S1 II, probably did that. I was like the first time I think where Lumix really like, I don't think that they missed anything.
Well, Vu, that
So
was your experience, right? Like you basically, you were probably one of the, next to me, you were probably one of the loudest Lumix haters I knew. And
I'm a Sony fanboy. I used to be.
And so that was the deal, was when like the S12 first came out, I remember you and I both were kind of like, I don't know. We both had been kind of like, you know, on our Lumix thing. And I will give credit to Lumix. They took our criticism very, very positively, I would say. Because a lot of brands, they would just stop inviting you to things like Condo or whatever. But
I thought I was cooked.
I still don't know how you got in.
Seriously.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm mad.
I have no idea.
You were one of the few people I'm like, okay, they let him in?
Yeah.
But
I was there with the Lumix camera. I was carrying around my Lumix camera
We saw.
like this.
we saw. And I was mad all week. I uninstalled Instagram that week because of you. But as somebody who was a strong Sony fanboy, maybe still is secretly in the closet, we know. And now that you have,
He's just one check away.
he's one sponsor, he's one invitation to
drops
Condo
that.
away.
Whoever backs up the money truck, I'll show that. And then I'll show that too.
This man gonna be shooting Nikon next week.
Right.
But as somebody who is, who made that jump, and I mean loudly, proudly, to Lumix, for you, what do you think? I'm going to give you sort of the flip side of the coin right now. What do you think, outside of maybe Opengate, that Sony needs to do? Because it'd be easy for you to go on a rant about Lumix right now. Because in case y'all don't know, chat, we are in the season for our Camera of the Year awards. We've got 3 weeks. We're actually about to open up voting for Camera of the Year here really soon. So we're going to be announcing a bunch of categories. But right now, when we look at Camera of the Year, I actually was able to put 5 cameras in there. We have the S12, we have the ZR, we have the Canon R6 Mark III, we have the Pixis 12K, and then we have the Sony A75 as sort of our runners for Camera of the Year. And I want to get you guys' points real quick before I let you guys bounce off of here. Vu, if you were going to make a case for something that Sony should be focusing on going forward, as a previous Sony fanboy and as somebody who, you didn't, I don't think you jumped ship because you were like necessarily unhappy with Sony. You just saw something maybe a little brighter on the other side of the fence. So what do you think Sony needs to bring to the table right now?
I mean, honestly, Sony probably doesn't need to do a damn thing because they're going to sell regardless, just based on all the fanboys in my comments. No, but like for me, right? When I started testing the Lumix and I started looking at the footage just looks better to me in the edit. Obviously, once it's on YouTube, you're not going to notice much. But like as the editor too, I'm like, damn, this footage is clean. So I think Sony needs to give you the options to, remove noise removal. 6K would be nice. And even if they did Opengate, it has to be 60p Opengate. Like, that's why I don't really care for Canon's Opengate and everything. It doesn't do
Shut up,
60 frames per second. And that's what I primarily use. Most of my Opengate stuff that I'm filming is 5.1K 60p. Because, it's always, live event shooting, it's always, you need it just in case, And once I realized that the Lumix image quality is looking better, I have Opengate and I'm going to use it to my advantage. And Lumix autofocus is legit. Like there's some people who still say it sucks. Based on my usage, that thing is it's sticky and it works. So,
You know what I think about the autofocus sucks thing is that the margins are so small now that we make giant statements about the smaller margins. Like there was a point where autofocus would work and not work, and that was the difference. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, yours works 88% of the time, but mine works 97% of the time. Yours is trash, but it's that's the margin now.
There's nothing wrong with FX3 autofocus. In my
No,
opinion,
I don't know if
HDR,
anybody has
nothing
ever
wrong with it.
really complained. Like I
Do
feel,
people remember DSLRs
yeah,
where it's like you had a hit count in photos of you could expect 4 or 5 at a group of 10 to be out of focus, to miss the eye focus.
yeah.
And
no,
now we had eye focus, and it's like you're missing maybe 1, maybe none out of 10.
No, I think especially like in video, the autofocus now, like, and this is where for me, like this is the same point that I made earlier. Like when it comes to these cameras, I think that we maybe aren't at peak like hybrid camera, but we're pretty dang close. Because like, what is a cinema camera? What is a hybrid camera? What makes one camera, fall underneath one classification versus another? Autofocus on all of them are pretty dang good. The image quality out of all of them are pretty dang good. So like at this point, all we're really looking for is like workflow things. Like even for me, like the ZR, I like to edit all of my YouTube stuff in Final Cut because it's faster. I shoot all my Instagram reel, or I edit all my Instagram reels in Final Cut because it's faster. When the ZR didn't support R3D in Final Cut, to me, that was a huge loss on the camera, almost making the camera where I didn't want to even pick it up because it messed up my workflow. But everything else about the camera would have been fine. And I think for a lot of people, like Vu is saying, for his wedding workflow, Opengate is a necessity thing for his workflow. I don't think
Especially
anybody's
for the future.
complaining anymore about quality or autofocus, but it's all the workflow things. And so this is where, like, to Gerald's point, and this is where I get a little nervous about Sony. And Gerald, you're way smarter about this than I am. But, Sony has a way of doing things, and they've been doing it the same way for a while. And so I worry about long term, will they adopt the things that we need for our workflow as better workflows start to like open themselves up, like Opengate? Like that opened up a new set of, of workflow. Internal RAW recording is a different set of workflow. You don't have to have a Ninja 5 and all that stuff. Like you can just do it all in camera. So it's like, those are some of the things. Now I see the progression, like de-squeezing anamorphic, which is cool. The Big 6 menu that they brought over to the FX3, like they're showing it. But I guess just like for me, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I just want to see the workflow on all these cameras continue to get better. Cause I feel like even to Gerald's point, the average person may not know what Opengate is. But if there's somebody who considers himself to be an aspiring content creator, Instagram and YouTube or TikTok and YouTube, and you tell them, hey, you're going to want to shoot in this mode because it's going to allow you to be able to get horizontal and vertical at the same time, they will see that as like, oh, that's so helpful because now I can shoot once for both instead of having to shoot it, flip my camera vertically or flip it horizontal in order to get my shot down. So, Gerald, to ask you sort of the flip side of Vu's question, what are some of the workflows that you think right now creators are really like? I mean, because I feel like you get the biggest pool of audience, so you probably get a lot of comments whether you read them all or not. I seriously doubt you read them all. But like, what are some of those workflow things that you think that the cameras need to be, or the camera brand should be adding in right now that you think are actually beneficial?
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe like I was supposed to be talking crap about Opengate on this, if that was what, like if I was supposed to be on that side where it was like Vu's like Opengate's good, and I haven't really done any crap talking about Opengate. So if you want me to do that later, let me know, because I don't know.
I'll get some clips. We'll get some after you answer this question. We're just gonna get like some one-liners for.
Opengate sucks.
Yeah, like I just
feel
need.
bad. I feel bad if I was supposed to be here riling people up and I'm not doing it.
I was expecting you with a bag of pretzels.
Yeah, exactly. I did have one quick thing I wanted to say, if you let me throw this in, because I forgot about it and I thought it was interesting, is that when it comes to Opengate as a feature, you said whether or not, is Sony ever going to, it's hard to predict what they're going to do. Are they going to stay in their position? I think that Sony, because of the fact that they have a cinema, like a proper cinema side, there's a weird history with Opengate there too. Because I could be slightly mistaken because there's too many models of Alexas now for me to remember them all. But both Ari and Sony were treating Opengate like some kind of niche, high-end, premium license that you would get on your like cinema camera.
PlayStation are priced for a month license.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's the rules now for all their models. I'm just saying, if you think of like, who knows how many boardrooms and how many what comes up with these decisions, right? But if somebody's like, if you've got a Venice and you pay, I'm making these numbers up, don't quote me. You got a Venice, you pay $500 a month to shoot Opengate. You're just going to throw it in a hybrid photo camera. Maybe there's some sort of stoppage there. Because I think even the Alexa 35, which is I think like the newest one, right?
Yeah.
I think they still have like their basic, their core, their whatever, and eventually you have to pay for Opengate. And if anything, you think it'd be the opposite. You think Opengate comes standard. And I saw some chat, that's why I'm saying this, where they're like, oh, Sony will wait until there's like a whatever camera to put Opengate in. I was like, Sony doesn't even give it to you. You have to like, buy the super premium ultra deluxe pack to get Opengate, where the competition maybe doesn't see it as some sacred thing. They see it as just like, it's a feature. You throw in a camera. Who cares? Because they don't have. I know people talk about protecting. I don't know if that's how protection works though. Does an A75 cannibalize or protect a Venice? Like, is it even the same consideration?
I think you're looking for Sony Cripple hammer.
I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to say this, but I think it's a codec issue. They need to develop a codec for the Opengate resolution.
There's a huge component of that, 100%.
For like H.264 and H.265 or something. Because I'm assuming Venice is probably like a raw
XOCN, whatever you call it. You're 100% right that this codec thing is quite complicated. We shouldn't get too into the weeds about that, but because Sony has basically an H.264 MP4 proprietary thing, the XAVCS, it has certain designations and stuff that don't cover other resolutions and other frame rates and things. But then they've made, was it the Burano?
Yeah.
That had the new weird one. It was like XAVCHSI, whatever. Like, so they have to invent new codecs, I guess, would be the answer, right? Is you'd need a new, and they could. I mean, if anybody can do it, they can do it, right? They got the ability to do it. But what's that going to break? And then it's complicated. And is it the A75 where they want to spend the money on developing that new thing? Or like people say, is it going to be in the whatever people want, an FX3 Mark II or whatever? Is that going to be it? I'm doubtful it would even be in that, because
they're gonna need a firmware update for your A75 later, and then your A75 is not gonna work after that.
Yeah, it's a mess. and so they have to. I mean, it's a joke, but like, no, honestly, they do have trouble with firmware updates, man. Like, it's a legit thing. To deny that,
we know. We hear about every time there's one, someone in the chat's like, yeah, this just bricked my new camera. And it's like,
and at the end of the day, it's all business. So if you're somebody who's got to authorize spending man hours on developing a new thing, and then some bean counter says like that will generate you 3% more profit, but then somebody else says, yeah, but it's going to cost us 10% of our profit to the thing, they'd be like, scrap it.
yeah,
Why would you lose money? You don't need to lose money, right? So people always say this, I'm voting with my wallet. Really, that's the only answer. If you're saying Opengate is like you blew it, you didn't put Opengate in, then nobody buy the A75. But
clip that.
It's just,
No invite.
but it is a niche thing, and so it's not going to move the needle. And the reason why I feel okay being on that side of it is because it doesn't even remotely move the needle for me. And I feel like I'm more in the weeds than the average person walking into the camera shop. So there's no chance it's going to move the needle for them. Now I realize that I could be on the opposite side. I could be the advocate that makes the video saying this is unacceptable. Put Opengate in. I've made those videos, man. I've got an A12 video where I'm like, it's the perfect camera. You screwed up. This is junk. Why are you doing this? More of the video spent me rambling about firmware than is about the actual fact that the A12 does everything that Sony's ever said it was going to do and more. They don't do anything. The rants don't do anything. Do you remember how long I talked about focus breathing compensation for? Like 3 years. I spent like 3 years talking about focus breathing compensation. Anyway, what's Marquez always say? Buy a camera for what it's got in it. When it comes to Sony, that's probably the most important thing to consider, because firmware updates are not going to be your best bet, I think, when it comes to Sony camera. So anyway, do you want to know why I think Opengate doesn't move the needle for me, other than the joke ones where I talk about sitting on the toilet and stuff like that?
Sure.
Consider this for a second. Format follows the order in which format goes is the opposite in which I think YouTubers think it does. Why do our mirrorless cameras now shoot 16:9? I keep seeing these replies that are like, Imagine if they made your photo camera only shoot 16:9 in photos. It's like, well, 3:2 was an accepted stills format. But why do our cameras shoot 16:9? Do you think somebody just arbitrarily chose that? It's because your TVs are 16:9. Why are your TVs 16:9? Because, I don't know, some idiot at some point decided that was widescreen format when they were making 720i Matrix bootlegs or whatever the hell they were doing. I don't know. At one point, you had a 4:3 TV, right? Everybody did, if you're old enough. And then all of a sudden, you had a widescreen. Oh my God, widescreen. Ain't nobody got an Opengate TV.
Hold on now. So
It sounds stupid, but
No,
that's the way
time
formats
out.
work.
my landscaper just texted me. This guy does camera stuff. Armando, my landscaper. He
Here's your
texted
clip, by the
me,
way.
said-
There's one of your clips.
let me translate his text from Spanish to English real quick. But he said, that YouTube already implementing Opengate, so if you're watching on TV or phone, it will auto reframe. This is
Yeah, but then you press full screen and what you got?
It's also for
Your
YouTube
TV
Live,
going to change dimensions?
and live streaming is crushing it. That's from Armando Ferreira.
Gerald, there's about 12 billion cell phones in the world.
Yeah.
Here's your Opengate.
Hey, none of them have an Opengate ratio. On the
Here's your
screen, though.
Opengate right here.
It's not. That's even wider. That's the wrong direction.
It'll fit.
Opengate, you know what they
It'll
should start
fit.
doing? They should start giving you less sensor. Remember how Lumix was like, hey, we're able to do 4K without the crop, but we have to do like a really wide perspective. You get the full width, but we can't do the top and bottom in order to keep the refresh rate as high as you want it. It was like a 4K 120 workaround or whatever. Cool idea. That's the next step. If you really want to match format, you should be. You know what's funny? This is me being a troll. Just in case anybody's slow, I'm being a troll now. Okay. You know how people make the argument that Opengate is better for anamorphic, and it's like, well, if you just want to make your shit wider, then you should be starting in like 17:9 and putting a 2x squeeze on that, and then you can make that. Like, remember that blip 1 week on Threads or Reels or wherever everyone was posting? Look how wide my shit is, and it was like 4:1 photos or whatever. Like, there you go, get them as wide as you want, and then you can
The
go
Asian
to
aspect ratio.
go to Best Buy, start layering up multiple TVs.
that Instagram ratio.
Yeah.
And the Instagram with my like
Okay.
natural like
Pure
5x
cinema.
screen.
Jokes aside, I really do think that format would follow the other way, where it's like you start at almost like end destination, and then you work your way backwards, and then eventually cameras get the stuff and everything else. So because phones, TVs, that's why 9:16 is even part of the conversation. It's because people were holding a phone vertically. That's the direction that formats go. So we're only talking about 9:16 now because people are sitting on their toilet, holding their phone vertically, wanting to watch it, and then the content match that. Opengate is not a format that people deliver in, so it's not a priority for most people.
But it is
That's
useful.
the only argument
But-
that people make.
But
is
it
that you can
is
use it.
useful.
Yeah, I'm never gonna say that 4:3 is like a definitive format that people are gonna consume the video in. But
It was at one point though. Just
well,
like, it
that
was.
but that was like a blip. But what I'm saying now though is it's more a matter of in a world where as creators, like, we do this, like for people who do this professionally, who create content for other people, other brands, weddings, whatever, this demand on horizontal and vertical from our end product is a growing necessity. And so while I don't think that the Opengate as a finished product is what most people are actually looking for, I think what most people are looking for is like what Vu was talking about, is the ability to deliver the wedding for the television, because that's where they want to sit down and actually watch it. But then where they're really going to share it is on social. And that's where it's got to be ready for 9:16. And so
I was gonna say, like, a lot of clients are asking for specifically 9:16. Like, that's how they want it. So literally, my first project when I got the Lumix S1 II was to film for a realtor, and she wanted vertical reels for her Instagram to sell a whole neighborhood basically. So I filmed 8 reels for her, but I was like, I'm gonna just do it in Opengate just because, right? 6K Opengate. Like one of the reels, the property, like the builders wanted it horizontally for their website. So like if I went in there and just filmed like vertical, I would have to either reshoot it or something to create that same exact reel but horizontally. But I had the footage and I charged for it. I was like, oh yeah, I could do a horizontal version. I have it. You know, and plus I don't know what the Lumix 6K resolution is, but like I mean like if you take the 9:16 portion, it's basically 4K. Like that middle 9:16 portion. So I'm not losing any image quality either. Like, but it doesn't matter because Instagram is 720. But
yeah, so basically, Gerald, you're wrong. We just want you to know you're 100% wrong. Your take is wrong.
We're ganging up on you.
Everybody needs Opengate. And if you disagree, that's probably why you shoot Sony. So that's my clip.
Your A75 is trash.
You know what's funny though is like after I make the argument, then people say, well, it's for reframing, which is what I thought made the most sense. Is like, so that's why in my video I focused more on let's test the validity of the reframe. And I think some people like I enjoy the funny clapbacks on that. That's why I made my video clapping back on the funny clapbacks, because it's a funny conversation. If I say a joke like just back up, then people are undoubtedly are going to be like up against a wall. They're making a video of them being like, I can't back up. You know, like that's funny. It's good. But what I was trying to show is that the difference between 16:9 and Opengate when it comes to actual real estate is, I believe, overstated. And I stand by that like, I really do think it's I'm not trying to, if you got clients who are willing to pay more for it, go for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to stop me from getting money. I mean, but I feel like everybody's got once, you know, it's the exact same thing as redundant recording. Should cameras have redundant recording? Yes. Do you need it? Almost certainly not. But if I say that, people will say, one time I was in Jamaica and I had 6 cards fail, right? I have never had a card fail.
Had to be Jamaica.
That's kind of racist, Gerald.
I will say thank you, because I was mad because when I do accents, y'all go crazy. Y'all tell me I'm wrong.
Give me your best Jamaican accent.
Bumbleclot.
That wasn't. No, I was being a white guy in Jamaica.
Oh,
I wasn't.
Oh, your cards did fail in Jamaica.
You thought that was my Jamaican accent?
Well, let us hear it.
Much more offensive than that.
No,
let us hear it.
Can we hear your Jamaican accent, Gerald?
Run it.
No, it's terrible.
No, we got it.
Though, have you seen that? Shout out to this guy who makes these Instagram reels where he does 7 layers of ordering food from like different countries or whatever. And his most popular one is now Jamaica. And he's like some English guy or American guy or whatever. And he just starts, he's like, hey, can I get curry, beans, and rice or whatever? But then it keeps going one step up. It's like fucking Sean Paul and then Shaggy shit. By the end of it, he's just like, like
hey, Gerald, who's that? Who are those people? Can you demonstrate for us? I don't know who.
Like,
Sean
give
Paul
us
is.
like level 3.
I don't know Sean Paul.
Yeah, sure you don't. You're not clipping me doing that. Link to the source video, okay? Let him test it. You know what's funny though is when you do it well, nobody gets bothered. Like his video is very good, so like nobody's bothered by it. It's like it's just Jamaican people in the comments being like, "That's my uncle" or whatever. Like they did like they just kind of like nailed.
You're getting real close. I want to hear it.
I heard just a hint.
Yeah, he was getting close. All right. All right, real quick before I let you guys hop off of here, guys, I am officially throwing it in the chat right now. The votes are now open for Camera of the Year. Oh, and Kofi's got us dancing in here. Kofi came in with a super chat. He says, "Let's hear it." Let's hear it, Gerald.
Yaboa super chatted 69 Canadian dollars and 99 cents.
That's how she says it.
Let's hear that patios, Gerald.
Yaboa. Yaboa.
He said that the AI says it better.
Is it Kofi Yaboa?
We're gonna start saying Yaboa.
Yaboa. Kofi Yaboa.
The constrictor Yaboa.
We say Kofi Yaboa.
Yaboa.
Oh, well,
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
You guys were doing a play on like your boy.
No, we're just trying our best African.
I always go initially to M'Baku.
What's
Baka from Black Panther.
Actually, Vu, can you say it?
Black Panther, but I didn't want to be wrong.
He's like, if I'm wrong, I'm
Can
racist.
you say Kofi's last name?
Kofi?
I was like,
Yeah, say
"Imposter, is
Kofi's
that from
last
Black
name."
Panther?" And you're like, no, that's the president of Uganda. Or whatever.
Gerald Spicy. Vu, can you say
What?
Kofi's last name for us, just so we can hear it in a different flavor?
Yibo.
Different.
Debo! Oh my
Kofi
god.
Yibo. Kofi Yibo, unprofessional.
At Marcus Robinson 7695 super chatted $20.
All
Camera
right.
wars are getting weird.
Oh,
Make your money, drink your water, and mind your business, respectfully, of course.
He
Look at
said,
Cam Mack.
he said, get out of my pockets.
Jerry just calls Kofi and ...
what?
Jesus.
Cam Mackey's
Cam Mackey is unhinged. There's a reason why Cam Mackey's not on the show right now.
allowed. He's allowed though. He's like Native American. He's allowed to do whatever he feels like.
He's trying to get him canceled.
All right, I need you guys' I need to get your votes real quick live before I let you guys bounce out of here. Gerald, you up first. Camera of the year.
Camera of the year.
Who you voting for? We've got S12, we've got ZR, R6 Mark III, A75, Pixis 12K. Who you got?
My jerk reaction is to go S12. Can I tell you something about S12 though? Now that it's been a while, I rarely ever do like 6 months later, year later kind of reviews. S12 as a review camera, man, perfect, right? Like I mean, as a reviewer, you go through your checklist of things and it just boom, 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 getting all the things right. But then when it comes to a camera that I want to actually use later on, once the reviews are all settled and I go on the shelf and I can grab one, I never touch the damn thing. What's that? What does that mean?
Gerald, have you shot on all of those cameras?
Not the, what did you say, 12K?
Yeah, the Pixis 12K. It's barely
I
out.
haven't touched that.
Yeah, they barely are getting them
Gotcha.
out. I'm sure his is
I
in the
haven't
mail.
touched them. It feels like the biggest leap forward though, because like R6 Mark III, great, fantastic, expected. I felt like R6
What?
Mark II, R6 Mark II is pretty solid, pretty big step up from the R6 one.
You genuinely
C50
expected the
was there.
R6 III?
Yeah, because they told him
I
about
mean,
it
like-
6 months before it came out.
What do you
Look
mean?
at the R5 II. Look at the R5 II, right? Spectacular. Look at the. You're making a face. You don't think the Canon R5 Mark II is spectacular?
No. I love it. It's my favorite. I'm saying I don't. The R6 III was a sucker punch, I feel like, from Canon. They deviated from Canon path.
You think so? I think they've had a track record of the last like 18 months of being like, we're doing well. And
They
I
opened
feel
our
like-
gates, Gerald.
It's not just that though. I mean, like they've been making some great stuff, and so R6 Mark III was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty good. And then it came out, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, like it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then Sony A75 feels right on exactly what it was, what I thought it was supposed to be. So I don't get as excited when a camera is like what I was expecting. The S12 was the most like a weighted camera for me, because that one, I think I told you about this the last time I was on. I went to like a brief 2 years in advance where they were picking, and honestly, there's somewhere where they were picking our brains, being like, what do you want to see in like your ultimate Lumix camera? And I had a laundry list of crap that I thought they were never going to put in a camera. I was the asshole in the meeting that was like, it's got to do 32-bit float, chuckling under my breath, like they're like, and the engineers are writing it down. I was like, they're writing that down? What do they do? Okay. Oh, and also, yeah, really fast, stacked DGO 6K 180. I was just like saying crap, right? Like, and then
I want
and
that
then they're
alien
like,
tech.
Yeah, exactly. And
12K.
then the engineers are like looking at me seriously, writing it all down. 2 years, and there was a few of us doing this, right?
Yeah.
There was a few of us doing this, and then a couple years later, they make the S1R2, and I was like, "This is not what we talked about," you know. Like, so that was like the reaction to that. And then when the S12 came out, I was like, "Oh, okay, I see you." And they basically made that camera. So then, as a reviewer, I was like, "This is amazing." You know why I know it's amazing? Because I made up a bunch of garbage, and they put it all in a camera. It's amazing.
Gerald
Well, I
says
feel
you're
like I got-
welcome.
Gerald says
I made this camera.
Gerald says I have no control over getting Sony to do anything, but I move the needle at Lumix.
I invented the
You're just
S12.
throwing specs out. You're just throwing random stuff out.
So
the best
stand
thing
10
you can say
toes.
about Lumix.
Stand 10
So
toes.
so 10
Who are you voting
toes.
for? Who are you
Camera
voting
of the
for?
year. What you got?
Who are you voting for?
Me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so I think I'd probably give the S1 too. I just put the caveat on it that for some reason I don't like using it anymore.
It's because you got 50
That's
Sony
8
lenses.
toes.
That's
That's 8 toes, Gerald. We asked for 10.
That could be a big part of it. You get used to a lens system is probably the big. And also, I'm comfortable on a Sony camera. You know, like
5 toes.
Yeah, it's
What are, you're losing toes, Gerald.
what are the toes?
What are we doing?
Explain
Plus,
toes. How
Sony
does that
pays
work?
you to use the Sony cameras too, right, Gerald? I'm
Who
just
does?
kidding. Sony. I'm just playing.
10 toes down.
Boo, they pay him in merch. That's why I have one sweatshirt and he has 50 jackets.
He's got 15 Albert Tate jack. 10 toes down, Gerald, means you're standing on business. You're saying this is the camera of the year. You're just backing up.
Yeah. Well, have you been watching any of my videos lately? I'm like,
Yes.
I don't know. They're all fine. Leave me alone.
Nope, you got to pick. Pick for the people.
He did. He
Validate
said
the people.
S12. That was his camera.
Well, he's been backing up.
if I have to pick one, I'll pick S12 in terms of just broad, like just overall achievement in a hybrid camera. I think that it's got the most things. There you go.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
also, what's that category where they go like biggest improver of the year or whatever kind of thing or whatever? I feel like Lumix has made the most steps in a shorter period of time than probably anybody else.
You
And
just
so-
offended all of Lumix.
Well, somehow,
Lumix is like, we've been doing stuff
they're
since the GH4.
Can you just let him leave when he said something nice about us? Let him get off the
I'm
show.
not saying
Good
Lumix
job, little
cameras
buddy.
suck. I'm talking about if you look at what people have been asking for 5, 6, 7 years, there was a point where Lumix was like only micro four thirds, only contrast based whatever detection, had a lens mount that was only used for adapting lenses basically because only diehard M micro four thirds people would be like, but this one's got a Leica thing or whatever, but everybody was adapting them to try to use like speed boosters and everything else, right? Because there was a different movement going on, whether it was valid or not, but there was. And now you fast forward, at that same time people were using an A7 III. So you got a GH4, GH5 and an A7 III, fast forward to an A7V, fast forward to an S12. These aren't even the same ideas anymore. Like it's like who's made the biggest steps?
No, I
It's
totally
Lumix,
agree
but
with you. I totally agree with you. Lumix, I will take that check. I got him to say something nice for you.
Hey, can I have a
we will
percentage
clip
of the
that.
check?
You can,
Or an S12?
bro, we're taking this and we're gonna sell this to Lumix. So just don't mess it up. Don't ask him any other questions. Let's get another check real quick. Vu, camera of the year. Who you got?
Let me just make this real quick. Let me just pull it out of my
Oh my!
Lumix S1 Mark II.
You're a little too contrasty. We couldn't see that. Can you do it again?
Oh, okay, that's good.
You're a little too contrasty. Do it one more time. Pull it out.
Pull it out. Pull it out, man. Got to make sure.
Is that the
you don't
ZR?
have to-
That the ZR?
I don't know, man. I shooting no Nikon.
The Lumix, because it's out of focus, the Lumix looks like an AI Lumix where it's just like gibberish text or whatever. You know, it's holding up a squirmlix.
He's got that Slurmix. The Slurmix X12.
For the same exact reasons, Gerald said. And obviously it got me to switch. Longtime Sony D-back trash fanboy. I know, like, Gerald, he always says, like, the Canon, what is it, R6 Mark II is, like, the best-selling camera on B&H.
Yep. No, I didn't say it. B&H said it.
Well, I'm curious
Which one is?
if you take
R6
the I'm curious if you take the A7 IV plus the A7C II and you combine those sales, would that be more than?
Well, yeah, because they recycle all their cameras.
That's the thing. Like, Sony does this thing where they give you like these choices. Like, with Canon, you have to buy the R6, but what if you don't need all this and you want like something?
They have an
slightly-
R8,
But is it the same exact sensor? and
same
capability?
sensor, just
Crappier battery.
it's not the same, but it's the same.
Because I feel like an A7 person who wants A7 IV, they will cross shop with the A7C2. It's just like, it's almost like the same damn camera. That's why I'm just kind of curious. Like, in terms of sales, Sony probably sells like a bunch of just.
They just
every
have too
single-
many SKUs. They sell a crap ton
Hey,
of the same parts.
if
It's
you-
just across 5 SKUs.
If you shoot yourself in the foot, that's your fault.
And then if you combine like the 3 FX2 sales, you know, that might even be more sales. For
All 10 of them?
Oh, yeah, all
Sorry.
10. And all 10 of them are probably YouTubers that bought it.
Gerald bought 3 of them, right?
Which ones?
Oh, wait, I forgot. They gave them to you. The FX2s?
No, I
How
don't
many
have
FX2s do you have?
I don't have any FX2s. There was a point there when they wanted me to use FX2, and I was like, well, I'm already using A7 IV. I mean, it's kind of a lateral move for YouTube. And I was like, but if it's like, if there's some kind of play here, we can talk about it. But I'm like, I have 3 A7 IVs, so that'd be a 3 FX2 switcheroo. I mean, that sounds like, for what end to create the same image? And then they were like, yeah, that's dumb. Don't worry about that. So I was like, okay, cool. But like, I was willing to switch it because it's not going to change my workflow really. I was willing to switch them out to FX2s. But no, I'm still shooting on my A7 IV. I've had since 2021 or whatever that would have been. You know,
And now you're switching to the A75, right?
probably not. I don't think it would really benefit my use case.
Because it's the same camera.
Faster
He said
readouts,
it.
no jello.
Nah, he said it. His cameras don't
True,
move.
actually.
Those things are true, but my A7 IV lives on a tripod.
I was going to say,
So-
have you watched his videos? He
I'm
don't
just
move.
baiting. I'm just baiting.
I like it for the photos, but I have an A1. I have an A1 too, so it is still pretty much mostly a downgrade from the A1 too. Not in terms of price. If you were shopping right now, I probably would buy the A75 in 9 out of 10 instances before I would buy the A1 too. But if you have an A1 II for photo, and your A7 IV is on a tripod, what the hell am I going to do with an A75? Right? Like what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
But if I didn't own one, if I was on an A7 III or something like that, then it's an easy choice between the two. The A7 V kind of stomps on the A7 IV. I guess not if you shoot on a tripod for YouTube videos, though. I'm kind of undermining my own thought.
Give this man a GoPro. He'll be fine.
Can I ask them one question before they leave?
I have one more.
Okay, mine's going to be quick, hopefully, unless Gerald gives us like 20 reasons. What camera that you currently do not have that you would like to purchase with your own money? Is there a camera out there? Any camera that you don't currently have that you're like, man, I'd like to purchase this? For Vu and Gerald.
I don't think so.
Gerald has it all. Vu.
He's like, I'm not going to spend my own money. I can just make a phone call.
No, I was.
I'll do a
expecting
reel.
the question. Like I was expecting the question. The only way, the only question I could answer would be if you took all my cameras, and then you gave me a $10,000 check
I'll
or
take
something.
No. Your own money.
Well, he has a lot of money. You got to give him a budget, dog.
That's what
You
I
have
meant
no
budget,
cameras
sorry.
today. You can only buy one. That's a better question. You have no cameras. They've all
And that
were
means no
stolen out of
lenses
your
too,
Bronco.
because otherwise you just buy the camera that matches your lenses. So you have. No, I'm just saying.
Hold on.
But to be
No.
fair-
What you missed it. This man's trying to be funny because my stuff was stolen. You're a jerk.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetical situation.
The only reason why I'm gonna
Everything's
let that slide
stolen
is
out of-
because something good is happening today, and I'm excited to share with the people.
Yes.
The good stuff that's coming.
everything's
from that
been
situation.
stolen. You can buy one camera with your own money. What are you buying, Gerald?
It's a good question. Good question. I think legitimately I would buy the A75. And the reason for that is that you didn't erase my brain. So I'm quick and I'm comfy on a Sony camera. So I know what lenses I would buy again. I know how I would set it up. I know how I would use it. I know what settings. I know whatever. So I would just get the A75. Honestly, I mean, if I was pinching pennies, I could probably buy a used A7 IV and get it going again. Spend more money on
Pinching
lenses.
pennies. Gerald, when's the last time you pinched pennies?
But you know what I'm saying? Like I can get the job done on an A7 IV. I don't need an A7 V. But
Yeah.
if I go to buy a camera new, then yeah, I'd buy the A7 V. I would use the same lenses I'm using, same workflow, same everything. And maybe then that would be my photo and video camera then. I would set it up in a way where I could take it out and go out with it instead of having them like perma-locked like I do with the A7 IVs. You know, I would feel more comfortable as it being the one and only camera. My A7 IV don't feel as good of like a one for every job kind of camera as an A7V would feel. You know?
Vu?
I actually have an A75 in pre-order.
Wow.
But that's only because I'm a tube doucher. Like I need.
Are you
to
returning
have-
it. He's gonna buy it for
I'm not gonna
30
do
days.
that. But I feel like, to review lenses, like random, those overnight emails you get from those Chinese lens vendors want you to review some random Viltrox, $300 lens.
He just called
I need an E-mount. I need an E-mount camera for that.
Yeah.
And also, I'm gonna like to do some videos to compare it against the Lumix S1 Mark II. It's good content. You know what I mean? And obviously, I'm used
good
to. I'm used
content.
to. Yeah, and I'm used to.
Sony shooters are so easy to rile up and get to watch your videos. It's good content. Just get the A75 and
I'm gonna be like,
tell them why
look,
it's trash.
look at the dynamic range of the S1 Mark II versus the A75. A75 looks like trash, and then everyone's gonna start commenting. It's good engagement.
And engagement equals dollars.
I'll tell you something, Vu. If you can buy any camera in the last year and do a side by side where you see a difference in dynamic range, I'll pay you for that video.
I probably won't be able to. But I will say, this is my opinion. Like if you don't care for like these cinema camera specs, like let's say, I don't know, shutter angle or something, I think the A75 is probably like the best video camera on Sony right now, under $5,000. I think it's better than I think it's better than FX3 because the 4K is sharper, more detailed, 60 frames per second, full frame.
Shots fired.
Plus, you gotta love that you can then go shoot sports with it if you need to. Like if a single shopper, wouldn't you want to get more out of your money? I guess if you're just like versus Sony has the hyper specified products where it's like the A7 blank line was always the one that isn't specified, and it's like this is the first time where I felt like the unspecified Sony camera really can do, like, you could get all the work done if you needed to, like whatever.
And this tells you Alpha doesn't communicate with Cine because the FX2 is like, it was already a brick before, but now it's like a brick. Like just throw that in the trash.
It's weird that FX follows Alpha instead of the other way around. Like, so the FX version of the A75 will be later. It doesn't come first.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. Like, if the A75 was announced when the FX2 was announced this year, I probably wouldn't even bother trying Lumix.
Ooh. So, Sony, you're late, is what we were being told. Speed it up.
And that's the craziest thing. Like, that's how good I think the A75 is for Sony. Obviously, now, after trying out Lumix is the truth, but like it's good enough to me that it would have prevented me from even think about trying.
The fact that people are still in the comments doing the brand wars, it's like, guys, are you not getting the memo? It doesn't matter what brand you use. Every camera that's come out this year is excellent. They are truly excellent. Like,
they're trolling.
And honestly, I would encourage people need to try other stuff. Like,
no, you don't.
Don't tie yourself to a brand. Like, it's okay to shoot a Sony camera and a Canon. And
Vu, when's the last time you shot on Canon?
I've never touched a Canon in my life.
Yeah, shut up. See, this man giving out advice ain't doing it.
Look, man, I do not want my highlights clipped like nails at a Vietnamese nail salon. Like,
this man tried Lumix one time, and now he's an experienced.
He's like, try something new. I've tried one new brand, and I switched to it.
Oh, hey, time out. I tried Fujifilm. I tried Fujifilm for a solid.
We were talking about real camera brands.
Did you realistically, when you say you tried Fuji, you tried it for what?
He tried an X100V.
What are you talking about?
Half step, whatever it's called, the X half or whatever.
I did XT3. I did XT4 because at that time Sony was doing the 8-bit bullshit.
Were you using it for paid work, Vu?
He said I tried Fuji. I tried an XT4. What are we talking about?
Did you try it for paid work or did you try it for fun?
Back in the day. No, I use it for paid work.
What paid work? A $400 wedding?
Oh, bro. You better put a
couple
Fuji zeros
people
after that. And then
he said put a couple zeros.
I did it for like corporate talking head. I used it for weddings, and it just sucked really bad. So I didn't like it anymore.
Marcus is gonna cut you the next time he sees you.
You know what the real answer is? The best advice, like, we're all here making videos and putting titles on them, and we're trying to do what we got to do. But the true advice is you go down to a camera store, you put the camera in your hand, and if you go ooh, put it back down, and if you go okay, then you mess around with it a little bit.
Clip those sound
that's
effects.
what I was trying to say about the Lumix S1 too. I reviewed that camera, and it's excellent. But when I pick it up, I go, I'm not so sure. And for some reason, when I pick up a Canon camera, I'm usually like, this feels familiar, it feels comfortable or whatever, because I used to shoot on Canon. I used to shoot on Canon because I liked back that was Canon and Nikon. You got a D850, D750, D3, D2, and then over here you got 1D Mark III, 1D Mark IV, 5D Mark II, whatever. And I was going back and forth with those. Every time I picked up a Nikon, I was like, I don't get it. Why do the things turn wrong? I don't understand. And I say
Everything is
wrong.
backwards.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything
it's
is backwards.
for my brain. But somebody else picks up the Nikon, they go, my God, finally a camera that turns the right way. Because that's how. So that's the advice.
Maybe that's why it works for me, because I'm dyslexic. Everything's backwards.
So many jokes.
Let them
So
all
don't wanna
lie.
get canceled.
Let them
Go in
all
there.
lie, dog.
Don't.
People talk about bias and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I'm biased because when I pick up a Fuji camera, I have a stroke. And when I pick up a Sony camera, my brain goes, whoever made this camera understands the same. Like you look at things and our brains are the same. It's like whatever calculations go on, it's like that is the correct distance from our thumb to travel when it's the same. And
The
that's
only-
the bias that you can't erase.
The only thing I'm going to push back on this, guys, when you pick up the ZR, you're going to go ew, because it needs a grip.
You need
it
that
needs a
small
grip.
rig cage.
But
That's
buy the small, don't pick it up. Buy a small rig cage, and then when you take it
Bring it
out of
with
the
you.
box, put the cage on it first.
Immediately.
And then you're going to pick it up, and you're going to go, oh, this is a baller camera. And then go play around with that red footage, and you'll be...
You go to the
You buy this
store with the small rig
$2,200
grip in your
camera.
hand. You're like, I would like to try the Nikon, please. And you're holding a grip.
Yeah.
Just insert it into this.
You buy
Yeah.
this $2,200 camera, and then you need to buy a $400 Cineback, and then you got to buy like a freaking $300 SSD, and then you got to go sell your kids. It's crazy.
You don't have to buy a Cineback, but if you want to, I have an affiliate link somewhere. Just don't buy it until you find my affiliate link. Shout out
Brandon.
Caleb.
You know what you were saying? You were saying, what's a workflow thing that you think is legit when I was talking trash about Opengate?
Yeah.
And somebody mentioned shutter angle in the last 10 minutes in passing. That's one
Yes.
that I actually, shutter angle stops me from doing things wrong. And there's multiple instances of this where either I made that snafu with the Canon.
Yeah, we
because
talked about you last week, by the way. You don't
Yeah.
watch the show, so don't go back and look
Shutter
at it. We
angle-
was talking
shutter
mad
angle
trash.
saves that, or how many times were you just I know you can make custom memory modes and all the cameras that link the shutter speed to the frame rate that you want, but when you're just pressing buttons, there's a chance that shutter angle is gonna, or shutter speed is gonna fail you. So it's like shutter angle is just the answer always. It's like when I switch over to video mode, you've got cameras with a video toggle, right? So when I
Yep.
switch over to video mode, just put that bitch in shutter angle, just immediately, and then problem solved. That's something I would pay. Hey Sony, you listening? I will pay you $100. If you give me,
I will
shutter
pay you
angle for
$5.
You pay them $100 for a 1 month license of shutter angle?
No, permanent. That's perpetual.
Oh, lifetime license.
Lifetime per
Hey,
camera.
hey, he's gonna do that
$100
software
US
update, and his
$100
camera will
for
immediately be
perpetual
bricked.
shutter angle license.
Wi-Fi
Like an
and
FX2
Bluetooth
out of
will
the box,
stop
already-
working.
The FX2 is already bricked out of the box. Like, it's completely unusable.
Oh my goodness.
All
We
right.
have 347 trash cans on this stream right now.
No, we have about 220 trash cans right now.
Well, they can double like. They can sign into other accounts and like this.
You're absolutely right. They sure could.
Take
'cause-
your phones out of your pockets, trash cans, and like this video. If you
Actually,
appreciate Vu,
let me get real likes here. All right, if you've appreciated Gerald and Vu giving up their Friday, because I literally messaged them both this morning about being on the show. So they just dropped whatever plans they had this morning to be on this show. Hit that thumbs up button because you be getting thumbs downs. So I'm gonna need you to stop calling them trash cans.
there is one Sony hater in the audience.
That's
gave
a
us
Sony
thumbs down.
executive
Yeah,
who
probably.
gave a thumbs down when Gerald said his camera of the year was the S1. He was like, we paid him all this money and he gonna get on here and give it to Loomis?
And recommend the S1 too.
They're like, you know what? Take all the money we've been giving to Gerald. Let's go give it all to Potato Jet. Give it all to Gene.
Hey, can I make something in here just a personal for myself?
Yeah, sure.
I'm checking. I'm watching this chat. Chat. I'm watching chat. What's all this talk? Cam Mackey, you made some live stream? I thought we were cool, bro. What? Tell me about. And then he deleted it. What was he saying in this live stream? Was this before or after we were DMing Cam? I know you're still in there. Okay,
Called
bring the
out.
Chat back up. I want to know the answer. Tell me, what was this live stream about, fam? Was it?
Called
What
out.
was he saying?
I watched this
Next
live
week.
stream.
Next week, we will have Cam Mackey and Gerald Undone on the live stream, ready to fight it out. This show has instantly become Jerry Springer.
We're gonna have Timu Peter McKinnon on the show next week.
Oh God!
Time out. That's what Cam said about himself.
He said, "I'm not racist. I'm not racist."
He said, you see how quickly he backtracked? Wait! That's what he said.
Voo be acting like he's standing on business
Boo stands 10 toes down until he falls over
on Instagram.
on Instagram, where people are consuming his content on the toilet.
Yes.
He's like, here's my crappy take while you take a crap.
Hey, Brandon and Gerald, this will please both of you guys. Do you know what the most praised, like historically, brand on my YouTube channel is? If you do like an aggregate on titles or on reviews or like anything like that, do you know what the most praised brand is on my channel?
I want to say Canon, but it's probably
It's
some
Lumix.
off-brand.
I guarantee it's probably
probably some
Lumix.
off-brand.
Lumix gang is strong.
It's Canon by a mile. Like it's not even close.
You want to know
It's
how
not
I
even
know
as
that,
good-
Gerald? You want to know how I know? Because it's the best on our channel too.
Oh my gosh.
Views, likes, comments.
It is true. It is true.
It's the market
It
share.
underperforms
It's
for
the
me.
market share.
No, it's not.
It's the no.
They-
There
y'all-
are more Canon shooters in the world than anybody else.
No, the problem
But you know
is
what?
y'all had Peter
underperforms.
McKinnon who like built y'all up, and then in the last 2 years he kind of just
Why are
left
you
a
saying
void.
y'all?
Canon fanboys.
Who got a 1DX Mark II?
I don't have a 1DX
Can
Mark II.
y'all- Who bought one?
I mean, I bought a lot of cameras.
Exactly.
Chill out. But Canon left. Peter left this giant void.
Color shine it though, man. Canon color shine it though, man.
Clip it.
No, for you guys, it might be different. I think it's however you get associated with. Like, so for me, Sony outperforms in terms of views, which is also motivation. It's like you lean into things, right? Like people go, Gerald's a Sony fanboy, and it's like, well, if you're gonna keep giving me 250,000 views in day one, yeah, I'm gonna keep making Sony videos.
True.
Canon videos underperform for me. They perform well, maybe like second or third, maybe Lumix is second, but I shouldn't say underperform, but they don't beat Sony and probably don't beat Lumix. But if you look back, it's like, Canon C300, the best camera I've ever used. Canon C500 Mark II, best camera ever used. Canon R5 II, best camera ever used. Canon I
R5C.
just say this over and over and over again. C70, R5C, R5 Mark II, R6 III. They're all like.
Now the Canon fan people are loud. They like what they like, and they're very vocal about it.
The Kool-Aid is real.
Yeah, y'all
But
drowning.
The Sony videos of mine are like, one Sony video will be like, this is a really, really good camera. Next one will be like, what the hell is Sony doing? I like go back and forth and like every other
Bro,
video,
Sony shooters right now are confused. I saw Sarah Dici. She's trying hard. She's trying hard right now for the Sony people. She posted like an Instagram deal. It was like 5 carousels trying to explain what Sony camera you should buy and breaking them all down. Pretty well done. But she had charts and graphs, and my brain was like, oh, this feels like school. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bodies. There's a lot of Sony
And there's so
bodies.
much overlap. So much overlap.
It's true.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I seriously, I appreciate you guys hopping on the stream. Chat, thank you guys for being cool. How many trash cans we got? We still got about 150 trash cans.
Don't leave trash cans.
I will say,
If you want to
especially
know
while
Brandon's
y'all are
new
there,
camera.
while we've been talking a lot about Sony, I do have a new camera in that box.
That's a mighty big box, Brandon.
It's a very big box.
That doesn't look like an A75 box.
It's not. Because Gerald told me don't buy the A75. He said it here. It's clipped. I know it. I can pull it at any point. Real quick, before we hop into this box, Gerald, thank you. Vu, thank you. Anything y'all want to share? Any last words before y'all dip out of here?
Were you kicking me off the show? I cleared my whole afternoon. What are we doing?
I thought you had to finish that Rubik's Cube one more time.
I put it down. I realized that, I don't have it anymore. I don't have the skills.
He wants to stick around for the fireworks.
Oh, well, if you want to stick around for the fireworks, I can show you the greatness.
They want to see a real camera.
They want to see y'all want to see a real camera? I know y'all be testing your little mirrorless cameras or whatever, but you guys want to see a real camera?
Brandon got a new camera.
What'd you get?
You ready?
Do
we play? Do you want to? Oh, have y'all seen the button? Have they seen the button?
I don't know.
I don't know if they've seen the button.
In a world where packages tremble in fear, where fragile means nothing, oh no, and doorsteps are a battlefield, some heroes dare to deliver the right way. This is what's in the box.
Oh,
You want me to,
That's probably best.
Can I make a guess? Can
Yeah.
I guess what it is?
yeah, go for it.
I don't know why. What's the new one that they have? Is it Raptor X with the Nikon mount or whatever?
Raptor X. Gerald, if you open up my box,
I'm not. I'm
we
just
will
helping you.
fight.
I'm helping you.
No, you are.
What's
so
the one that
impatient.
Nikon put the mount on? Is it?
They
Raptor
put it on
X?
everything, Gerald.
Did they?
Respect it. They put it on everything.
I don't think that's true though.
That is, well, they didn't put it on the OG.
They didn't put it on the Komodo.
They didn't put it on the OG Komodo. They say, we okay. We don't need that one.
Man, people be knowing Brandon, bro.
What y'all talking about? How do you know me?
People be knowing.
Action 6 in that box?
Action 6. No, I'm actually, I'm really excited about this one.
So many boxes. Oh my gosh.
Hey, I nailed it.
Gerald,
he said the wrong title, and he's like, I nailed it.
he's like, what's that new Raptor with the Z? I nailed it. First try.
Hey, Chad, back me up. I got it, didn't I? Is that what I said?
Good try. Good try.
Oh, is there an XE? I didn't know there was an XE.
There is an X.
He didn't even know. He claimed victory, and he didn't even know that it existed.
You got to give me points for proximity. I was pretty
Wow. That's
Bro,
a box.
this is a box.
That's a box.
This is a box right here.
Nice
What's an
Nikon you
XE?
got there.
What's the E do?
So this is
Does that
the.
get you Opengate?
What'd you say, Vu?
Does the E,
That's
does
a
the E
nice
get you
Nikon
Opengate?
you got there.
You're
I think
wow.
that's your Opengate.
The E stands for extra Opengate. Ooh, this is nice. So this is the what are you looking for? Oh, you killed the music.
Yeah.
So this is the Raptor XE. This is Red's newest camera, I guess, next to the ZR. And yeah, so basically what this is this is Red's like sort of like like I guess their new entry into their full frame cinema cameras. So before you had to just get a Raptor if you wanted to get Opengate or not Opengate, full frame. So this one is a little bit cheaper.
Dang, I think it's big.
But it's not that big. Calm down.
Dude, that thing is, compared to the KX, that thing is massive.
This thing ain't that big. You tripping. Y'all, that's not that big.
I thought that's how big a Komodo was, to be honest with you.
Hold it up to your head.
I have a big head. No, wait. No, that makes it seem bigger. No, this is it. This is the Raptor XE. I do want to preference this because I know there's going to be people in the chat who are going to be like, "Oh, congratulations, you bought your Raptor XE." So just to give a quick little backstory in case some of y'all don't know, a few months ago, Gerald joked about this like 15 minutes ago, even though I'm still crying on the inside. My car was broken into and a bunch of my gear was stolen, like $100,000 worth of gear was stolen, including my Raptor X. And so when that happened, I had told you guys that, like, you know, just insurance sucks. So make sure y'all get better insurance plans. But I had no plans of actually picking up a red at that point because financially I just wasn't going to do it. But as you guys know, I bleed red. I shoot red as much as I possibly can, made a lot of content. And Red was actually really nice enough to send this guy out for me to hold on to for a little bit, because I have a couple of projects coming out that I'm going to be shooting with this guy. So while no, this is not officially mine, I'm going to treat it like it's mine. I'm going to shoot on it like it's mine. I insured it like it's mine. And my goal is to make as much content with this thing that they just maybe forget that they ever even sent it to me. So I'm going to just keep it 100 with y'all. If y'all see a lot of content on this camera come out, just engage. If you feel rage baited into watching a video, watch it. You know, turn it on in the background. Let that retention go up. I don't care what y'all do.
If you feel poor, it's because you are.
No. No. They're not poor. They might be trash cans because they ain't hit that like button. But yeah, so this is a new one. And what's really cool about it is they didn't just send out just the camera. They sent out the entire like starter package. So it has the camera. I've got the Z to PL adapter with the E and D, which I'm really excited to test that out. And then also the outrigger handle and the monitor. So now I have, what's that? 2 Nikons?
Oh, I thought you were agreeing with me that you are poor.
Oh, I am poor.
No, not you.
I'm poor.
Everybody not having a Raptor X.
No. I am poor. I am poor, but feeling very blessed.
I don't feel rich enough to open this.
Oh, just put it down. I'm gonna open it off screen. There's a lot going on here. But yeah, so just want to say shout out to Red. W's in the chat for Red. Thank you guys so much for sending this guy out and, you know, at least letting me get semi back on my feet when it comes to being a red shooter again. So when Gerald's over here talking about his little A75 and, you know, Vu's over there talking about his little S12, y'all just remember, neither one of them reviewed this camera. And until they review this camera, I don't think their opinions really matter. So bye, Red.
Your rigged out Nikon ZR is bigger than that.
I'm not gonna have to rig it out no more. It is though. That cine back that Caleb made is huge. Have you used the cine backs, Gerald, or do you even?
I was trying to make it look like I froze.
He's like, how do I get out of this conversation? Pretend I'm frozen.
No, I haven't. Although the cameras that I use in the studio here are kind of like a sloppy version of that anyway.
Yeah.
You know? Like I got them on like V-mount and monitors and cables and perpetual power and stuff. I actually like what I have rigged out here. I've been going to make a video on it, but I've just been kind of lazy. I'm like, who gives a shit how you shoot? Nobody cares, you know? But
yeah.
What I did that I thought was kind of cool is that all 3 cameras, so they got your standard cage with the V-mount plate and all that stuff, right? But I've run USB-C power to the new Condor Blue V-mounts have USB-C they have 2 ports on the plate. So I've got USB-C power that comes from the wall to the plate that works as like a redundant backup. So I have the V-mount battery in and I have the USB-C power. If you turn off the power to the house, the camera doesn't interrupt because it just switches seamlessly to the V-mount power. But you can take the V-mount battery out if you do have mains power, and the camera and the monitor, everything still keeps running off of USB-C. Go grab a fresh battery and stick it in. That's kind of cool. And then also the HDMI cable from that runs to my computer. So they're all set up on kind of like a little broadcast setup here where the main computer has all 3 power arrays and all 3 video arrays, and you can use it as like a little production thing.
Have you
Nobody
made a
sits
video
there and
showcasing
operates
that?
it or does anything. What's that?
Have you made a video showcasing that?
No, as I said, I think I was going to do it, but it ends very flaccidly because at the end of it, I've made this like really cool producer situation basically, and it's just an empty chair. There's nobody produces my videos. It's just me pressing record on one camera and talking to it. So it's like, why did I make this elaborate live stream setup and then I haven't made a live stream since then? It was like, what was the point?
Live streaming's hard.
Live streaming is very hard. Everything goes wrong. Last year, well, when we had you on for the Christmas episode, I think everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I had you just like chilling in the back for like an extra hour. I do want to say, while I have you here, I think my studio now is, because I've watched all of you, like most of your studio tours, which is why I was like, I haven't seen that setup. But I have watched most of your studio setups, and I have built this studio almost in perfection based off of what you do on your studio tours. I don't know when or how we set it up, but I want you to come out here and grade this studio, because I've got setups for the podcast, I've got setups for YouTube, and I want you to come through and let me know how good it is.
Sounds good.
Come with it. Oh, shoot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's a lady in the chat.
There's a lady in the chat.
There is a lady in the chat. Gerald, I don't know if you know.
Is this a new lady?
That's Mary Lou.
Oh.
She works with Ecamm.
Well, she knows.
We know Mary Lou. I don't know if Mary Lou knows what happens when a lady shows up in the chat. Oh, no. They may not be set up. None of our other overlays have worked.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, give me
so
me
you're just going to have to act it out.
No, I can't do that.
What do you not like anymore, Brandon?
Give me the remote. Gerald, entertain the people.
Brandon, what do you not like anymore?
I gotta figure this out.
Is there a certain gender you don't like anymore, Brandon?
I need you to shut up.
You asked me to entertain the people.
This is not. Don't ask me questions.
Brandon said acapella.
No.
Oh, all this buildup. You are a poor showman.
You are not doing a good job of entertaining the people.
I'm trying to
You
keep
are
them.
a terrible co-host.
I'm trying to keep them.
Hey, Gerald or Vu, what are y'all doing on Fridays around this time? It seems like y'all are pretty
You guys going to fly out to Houston
virtual seems to be working great. Seems to be working great right now for both of them. And we'd get a whole lot less of that unnecessariness.
Oh, the sound effects down. No,
audio.
sound effect volume. And run it again. There we go.
Is it?
Yep, we're good.
All right, here you go.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women.
Are you guys familiar with that meme? Either of you?
Vu definitely is.
Vu is for sure. Gerald, have you ever seen that before?
Was that at one of those like church videos where the guy's like getting blessed or whatever? Like you know what I'm talking about?
He's getting delivered for sure.
He is not a fan of Opengate. He's not a fan of Opengate.
I should have ducked out from the stream. Like
Gerald, yeah, block your face. Block your face. He's like, I like being sponsored.
You should have left a long time
Gerald,
ago.
to be
I gave you a shot.
100% fair, to be 100% fair, we are not talking about any of those things. When we looked at our audience was like, what are we at? Like maybe like 2%?
Just 1%.
1% were women.
Maybe like
So-
0.8%.
So we decided to celebrate the women every single time they they came into the chat.
Every time a lady shows up, we make sure they
We tell them we don't like old, bald men
Nope.
anymore.
Yep, that's right, Doc.
We like the women. We've been delivered.
We've been delivered.
What do you guys got scheduled for the rest of your program here anyway?
I gave you an out, dog. I gave you an out.
He's looking for an exit.
He's like, I should have just taken that opportunity to go work on this dang Rubik's Cube.
That's when the Sony execs are fully out.
He's like, oh, Brandon, you're messing with my money now, dog. You're messing with my money.
I announced my retirement on the last video, so I guess I'm okay to cut a little loose. That's why I brought the pretzels out, right? I was like, it's fine. You know? I'm retired.
But no, we are. I mean, chat one more time. I'm gonna make sure. I think I put this in the description.
Yes.
And I'm gonna put it in the chat one more time. We have a few more episodes of this season of Uncensored before we take our January break, as we do every year. But we want you guys to vote on Camera of the Year. This is our Camera of the Year awards. In a couple weeks, we'll be having our actual awards. There's a few categories in there. It's not just Camera of the Year. A couple of the ones that we have are, oh man, y'all actually had a few people already voted. We've got camera of the year, photo lens of the year, cinema lens of the year, flop of the year. Guys, y'all want to weigh in on what camera you thought was the flop of the year?
There's only one right answer.
No, there might be two.
Oh, no, there definitely is
Gerald's
two.
definitely frozen
Same
this time.
company. Same company.
Flop of the year, we have a photo camera of the year.
No, I want them to stand on business. What's the flop of the year, Gerald and Vu? Although I heard Vu.
Bodies? Like
Yeah,
body?
camera bodies.
I gotta remember what the hell came out this year. Did that BF come out this year?
Logan, plug
Yes,
your
it
ears.
did. Logan,
Plug your ears.
Oh my gosh,
What
Vu,
else-
who's
what
your
else came out?
Vu? Who's your flop of the year?
FX.
You gotta give me.
FX2.
Oh, you want options?
I
So
need some nominees.
the nominees were the Sony FX2, the Sony RX1R3,
Sorry, Terry.
the Fuji X-Half, and then the GoPro Hero 13.
The BF
it's
didn't make
the
it.
Fuji X half, and it's not even close. I forgot that one existed. It's
And-
not even close. So the thing you guys, maybe the fans don't know about me is I don't really give as many craps as it might look like I do. But that was the first time where I was watching things as a viewer, and like I'm sitting there at the TV being like, what the hell is this camera they're talking about? And I'm getting on the phone like, are you kidding me right now? And like doing research. This video's got to be wrong. Watch another video. I felt insulted. I feel insulted that camera exists. I had no intention on buying it. I was never going to use it, and I still felt angry that they even had the gall to craft that.
And now
That's
you
what
know
I
how
think
every
about.
other Sony shooter felt about the FX2.
You can see the chat.
FX2, whatever you want to say with FX2, it's still a camera at the end of the day. The X half, I'm not convinced it is. I'm not convinced it's a camera.
I gotta know that damn Leica black and white thing.
Oh, we
But
know.
I'm also not a photographer and all that stuff. I don't understand all that crap, but I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, what's next? They're just going to give you black or just white?
Oh my god.
wow, we're trying to segregate already.
You could choose whichever model you
Wow.
want. You can choose the white model, the black
That's
model.
some
but you
crazy
only
talk
get that
from
one
Gerald
color.
Undone today.
Overexposure or crush.
You know what? People would still wear it around their neck and be like, "Yeah, but it's the micro contrast." You know, it'd be like micro contrast. The image just white.
You guys are fancy photographers.
That's what your image is.
Y'all aren't fancy, are y'all?
Because Cam feels attacked now because we were talking about
We talked about both of his favorite cameras this year.
yeah, these photographers.
Cam Mackey sitting at home like, it's okay.
Throw up the comment. He
Sure,
showed
Cam
up tiny.
Cam could sell like a Rambler monochrome preset. You know, probably look about the
Dude,
same.
this show is all jacked up. I got to redo all these graphics.
Cam says he feels attacked from both ends, whatever that means.
Oh, well,
Well,
I'm going to let that one.
that church guy wouldn't like that comment. That church guy.
We also have photo camera of the year, cinema camera of the year. I know who I'm voting for. Budget cinema camera of the year. That one was hard because there's just
Anything under 1,000.
What's the ceiling on it?
1,500. I think we made the ceiling.
Oh,
1,000 was too hard.
Rose it.
There's no cameras. There
Raised
was nobody underneath 1,000. It was all going to be
For a
action
cinema
cameras.
camera?
It's going to be the power shot. You won.
Did you say cinema camera budget or just camera budget?
Just budget camera of the year.
Oh, okay. I was to say cinema camera for under $1,500. I'm like, man, you're stripping that down.
That'll be the ZR next year on holiday sale.
I guess so.
And
So
then we
budget camera of
had
the year is anything under $1,500.
Yeah.
yeah. So we had
but new at that price.
so everything had to come out this year. That is sort of the caveat. When we do our awards every year, it has to have been released this year.
What was in that category?
We had the Canon R50V. We had the Fuji X-T3. Somebody nominated the iPhone Air, and then the DJI Action 6.
Yeah, we're going to take that.
Cam, no, the Fuji, as Gerald said, the X half is not a real camera, and this is budget camera of the year, so you can't be nominated if
All
you're
this
not a real
Fuji hate. Wow.
This has been a pretty Fuji hate episode. I don't really understand why.
I feel bad whenever you know why? It's because Fuji's easy. It's like it's not that Fuji's bad, but they're easy to hate on because they have the strangest decisions. So it's like it's an easy target. But we should all be above that and be more sophisticated.
What did Vu say? It's all about the engagement. Engagements equal dollars, Gerald. Okay, we know what you're doing. We saw you eating your pretzels, getting your little money on Instagram.
Rage baiting.
Yep. We have video lights of the year. Ooh, this will be fun. Gerald and Vu, we want you guys to vote on this one. This is oh man, Kofi's name didn't get put in here, but I'll go through and I'll update it. Creator accessory of the year. This is our first year actually getting a chance to do this. So we had Kofi's Kofi cups, we had Brady's Cine Jaw, Potato Jet's Tribex SE, and then Cam Mackey's Molus X100 RGB.
They recently got paid, so I know their answers.
Well, I know Gerald has
I have a financial interest in this. I can't answer objectively.
well, he's got that Condor Blue money.
I'm on both ends because I did a sponsored video for the Tribex too.
That's what I was going to say. Vu's going to say the same thing. The Tribex is the most incredible tripod ever.
Exactly. It turns into like an infomercial. Thanks for asking, guys. I brought this. It's like good thing you asked.
Affiliate links below for that Tribex.
That's right, yeah.
Actually, can y'all just say something nice about it, and then I can clip this and send this off to Small Ray and say, "Hey, I got a sponsored video for you.
Can you please send us out?
Just send us a couple of those SCs, please."
I did buy my own. I bought 2 of my own Kofi Yibos, deep throat cups, sucking cups. I bought 2 of my own. I got Cam's light, for free.
You sent it out
in exchange for video content.
Yeah, I did the same thing, but
no light.
Ain't no
what
video.
The hell? Cam was sending out lights.
Cam sent me a light, and I didn't have to make anything.
Cam sent me a light, and I was supposed to make something.
Shillamatic RGB
I see how
light.
it is, Cam. I'm just playing.
He's not.
I'm not allowed to make videos on other lights anyway. I'm all on that Amaran.
Right.
I'm on that Amaran payroll. So.
Right.
And we have an honest YouTuber. We have an honest one.
The way
he at least came out and said it.
Yeah, the way
That's the thing. People always make jokes about me being on the take, and it's like I've told you guys every damn time I've been on the take. It's like you think I'm lying about other ones?
He's like, of course I'm on the take.
What do you think? Why do you think I'm doing this 10 years later? You think I'm doing it for fun? Trying to get paid.
Buy Amaran so I can get paid.
Amaran was just like I was like, I like doing the studio tours are fun. So I was like, I got to get paid for that. And Amaran did it. So I was like, okay, Amaran, whatever you want, baby. You're paying for the fun videos. But the rest of the videos I do because it's like, you want real talk?
Truth serum.
Like the longer you play this game, I'm sure everybody can relate who's, been a content creator or whatever. It's like there's a passion that motivates it from the beginning, for sure. And then you fill up your YouTube channel with passion videos. Some of those videos are worth money, you find out. And then there's like this inevitable filtering that happens where when you have less time or maybe you can't do as many videos or whatever else, then the videos that you start to choose, I call them the big ticket items, where it's like if I got 3 videos that are potentials, but I got 1 slot and there's a big ticket item in there, then it's like, all right, I guess we're making that one. Because at the end of the day, you got bills to pay and everything else. And then the passion videos get kind of kicked to the curb because the passion video is like, oh, it's kind of neat. The passion videos do well in terms of views and engagement because people like it. People like when you are like hyped on something and you want to tell them what's going on. But often they don't make any money. And ironically, the camera reviews are the least profitable videos on my channel because they're like pre-order and people aren't sure about them yet. They want to, like, it's not like if you make a video that's like
Leakers.
10 trinkets on Amazon you need in your pocket right now, people buy that stuff, right? Because it's like $20, whatever. If you make a video that's like, this camera's not out yet, but buy it's $5,000. Do it. Click the link. Nobody's clicking on that. and I can't be sponsored by those videos because I'm trying to make an objective review. So I'm not getting paid by the brand for those. So I'm trying to tuck in story blocks as many fucking times as I can to get some revenue on that.
You guys just have to stay past 1 o'clock to get the real uncensored.
That's YouTube now. So that's why when I was like, you know what, all these cameras are good, I'm done reviewing cameras. So maybe clear the road for some passion videos. That's kind of the goal there.
When that A7S4 comes out, Gerald, you're gonna come out of retirement. That 4.2K partially Opengate.
Partially. Who said this down one day? He goes like, wait for them to come with a partially Opengate.
Partially stacked, partially Opengate, 4.2K with the fastest autofocus of 0.000 whatever.
It's got squirrel eye detect
That
autofocus.
sounds like a lot of Sony hate.
Gerald's gonna need the Zyla 69 to get all 33
right.
stops of dynamic range of the.
Somebody in the chat says that I don't do any kind of work. Do you mean like professional video work? I had to prove that to you. I thought I've been saying that for like 7 years. as soon as the YouTube checks, I say that as if YouTube pays me money. Anybody that's on YouTube knows you don't make anything from YouTube. But as soon as YouTube as itself started being like highly profitable, I stopped doing client work because I never liked doing it in the first place. Like I was doing it it's like how my thing is a descending ladder of less hate. Not that I don't enjoy anything, but it's like I can't work a normal job. Like I don't have the brain for it. Like a normal job, my brain doesn't match with it. So I'm always scheming. And at one point, one of my schemes was client work. I thought I had a scheme, like I was like, I'm doing my own thing. It's fun. I like it. But then when I started doing YouTube, I was like, oh no, this is the scheme. Client work was work. This is the scheme here is YouTube. And then I just keep trying to scheme it up more levels down.
I look at YouTube as client work, and it is professional work. If you're getting paid, like if you have to do reviews and do all these shots and everything, it's the same damn thing as client work, but you're the talent. You got to set up the shot. You're sitting there. You're the talent. It's the same thing as setting up an interview at a damn corporate office.
I guess so. The performance part is different though. It's like when when somebody they want you to do like a corporate job or whatever, and you can get the vibe that they're not great on camera, so you have to like really kind of like help them. You're like, no, you're great. You're great. Just don't say that part again. Like, go get. It's like,
the way we've all done that was fantastic. But let me get it. Let's get it one more time. Let me get it one more time.
Just in case,
because you're checking the
let me
gate.
back up, just in case you need a vertical version. Let me back up.
Let me just back this one up. You know what? Can you back up? Oh no, too far. You bumped into the table. But no, you're doing that. But then when you're on YouTube, it's like now you're the idiot talent, and you're talking to yourself, but you don't talk to yourself nicely like you talk to the clients. All the outtakes of mine are like, you stupid bastard, come on, just say the line. Say the line. It's not hard. You wrote it. You said it. Just say it. Like I've got so many of those. But it's still the same kind of coaching where you're both like the director and the talent, but you're so disappointed in your talent version of yourself where you're like, come on, you moron.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel so seen right now because the way I talk to myself when I make YouTube videos, it's borderline like abusive. like I'm not even kidding. Yesterday I was working on an Instagram reel and I was like, bro, are you I'm not gonna say the word I said to myself. I was like, are you insane? Can you not just say the words? It's like 5 words. Just say the words right. And then you like get to the edit and you realize that you called the camera the wrong camera brand name or you said the wrong set of numbers and letters and you're like, oh, you are an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. That's how I talk to myself, like through shooting and in post.
You know what the worst was? You guys ever do this one where you record a video and you like nailed it and then you watch an edit and you realize you just said some shit that was wrong. You didn't even catch it while you were saying it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He is an AI program for that.
You gotta try to figure if you're gonna ADR that. You're like, well,
heck no, bro. I'm gonna be like all the other YouTubers. I'm using Artlist.io. Let's get that sponsorship going real quick. Just train it on 5 seconds of my voice and then just type in the right name.
You actually did that.
I do that. I do that a lot. Gerald, you gotta start doing that. There's no point in reshooting anymore. AI, everything.
I like the ADR part of it. You want to know my ADR trick? So where I edit is very close to where I shoot. So what I'll do is I'll do a loop on the clip that screwed up. So say maybe I was supposed to say like, this has 2 SD cards, but I was like, this has 2 SD Clarks. And I'm like, oh, that sounds dumb. So I'll just loop that over and over again, but I'll loop a little bit beforehand because you got to get the enthusiasm to match or the ADR sounds weird. You just go David Attenborough all of a sudden in the middle of your video, right? You know, you'd be like, hey guys, the best thing about this camera is it comes with a card. It's like so weird. Right? I'll play this thing on loop and the part before that will be like, and you know what? That's just a feature I like. So then I'll be in the take trying to match that energy. I'll be like, and that's just a take I like. And it has 2 SD cards. I'm trying to like find the vibe.
Yeah.
It looks insane. Like if you had like an action camera on the wall watching me just going back and forth to the computer, kind of like emulating myself for a minute. Got it. I got the energy. Then you jump in the shot, you know, and you're like, and 2 SD cards. And then you go, that's it.
We're going to be listening for that from now on.
That's the new game. It's like how much of this has been ADR'd from Gerald? Whenever you don't see him on camera and he has to cut to B-roll, ADR'd.
Yeah.
You can honestly tell because there is like an extra sort of, like I said, like a deepness or like seriousness that kind of shifts. But yeah, I cover it up with obviously some B-roll, but you'll hear it would just it gets more moody all of a sudden. It's like, that's ADR. Totally. It's ADR.
Oh man. Well, guys, enjoy the rest of y'all's day. We are way over time, but y'all, this has been an amazing live stream. Thank y'all so much for coming out, hanging out with us. Gerald, I'll let you go again this time. I'm warning you. You might want to go. You will get canceled on this show.
It's about to be real uncensored.
There's a joke that's not really funny because it's not a joke. But this show is almost unsponsorable because of the stuff that gets said sometimes. So we're going to let you go before you...
What are you talking about next? What's next? Huh?
This man's really retired.
He's looking to get canceled.
He's like, please cancel me. I hate YouTube. He's like, I need to find another
scheme. Have you seen Vu's content? Have you seen Vu's content at all?
I'm unsponsorable.
Bro, I don't know how you get the sponsors
Timu loves you, dude. Timu loves you.
I might get sponsored by some like noodle company or something like that, but like that's about it. Maybe some chopstick brand or something. But
you seem to be doing pretty fine, Vu.
People think that Vu and I have beef. The very first time that we met was at it was some Sony event, like Condor or something. And Lucas, I think from Condor Blue, was like, "Have you met this guy? He does funny videos." And I was like, "No, I've never met him." And then I was like, "We should do one then. If you want to make fun of somebody, you can make fun of me." So like his first video was making fun of me, but I feel like people didn't know that right off the gate I was down with it. You know, I was a willing participant. I even helped him like
you're in the video
jokes at my expense. You know, like
barrel distortion.
Yeah, the barrel distortion. And then
go ahead.
When you made the one recently where you like it was about the Opengate thing and it was like your uncle or whatever was showing you the
My
video
uncle.
of me as like an argument and you're like that's a terrible take or whatever. That's kind of what inspired me to make my response video was because we had chatted about like not to bring the curtains down but like there's not a lot of most of the drama is manufactured, like most of it, you know, even the me and Cam thing is like right after the one in here or whatever, I messaged Cam and I was like, "Did you hear me giving you a hard time about your live stream or whatever?" Like it's all just like, what do the people say? It's all love. It's all love. You know?
Yeah.
What voice was that?
If
dog?
you're gonna do accents, can
That's
you?
my Jamaican. I told you I'd bring out the Jamaican accent, right?
If you're gonna do accents, can you do a Jamaican now for us?
Yeah, can't. I will say, Kofi put like $60 to hear your Jamaican accent. So
I don't think I have it. I think I'd go like Trinidad or something when I do a Jamaican accent.
Run it
because I don't have a Jamaican accent, but my wife, her family's from Trinidad, and she does like a Trinidad thing. So I think that's infected my brain now. So whenever I think of like any kind
We'll
of
take that too.
accent,
yeah,
we'll take
whenever I
that.
think of an island accent. Okay, give me 2 seconds. What's like some? It'd be like
Tell us what you feel about the Uncensored show. I want to hear it.
This is tough. I can do it like I can do a German one on the fly, but I can't do like a Caribbean accent on the fly.
The worse
It's
the
like
better.
You need You need material. Like nobody can do a South African accent unless they hear South African for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? People can pull it out of nowhere. Are talented.
Nah, I think you got it.
You got it.
We got faith in you.
You are so good at this.
Go for it.
No fear.
Hang on. I got to mute myself first and figure this out. Continue on with the conversation. I'll warm up and I'll come back to you. All right?
All right.
Vu, can you give us your favorite accent?
No, Vu, what I want Vu to rate how professional this live stream is. That's what I want. I want a review of this live stream, Vu, and how professional it is.
I could tell you right now that it is unprofessional. 100%.
I need a soundbite for the new intro, Vu. Tell us what you think about Uncensored.
Uncensored?
Yeah, tell us what you think about the show. I need it for the new intro.
The worse, the better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me that soundbite.
So much pressure.
Oh my God. Uncensor it. Unprofessional.
Gold.
You might be a part of the season 3 opener. Who knows?
Bro, there's almost no way.
Who knows?
Hey, you need to Venmo me $29.99 for that damn soundbite.
You got it. I'll send it
29 cents.
29
right to you.
cents straight
Right
to you. I'll actually
I need you to send me 29
No.
Vietnamese dong.
No. Timu just gave me $5 in shopping credits. So I'm just gonna transfer those
I'm
straight
gonna
over to
send
you.
my credits to you.
All right,
Is Gerald ready?
Gerald looks ready.
Okay. This is not good, but be like, no, we can't do full screen. No, this is no good.
No.
But there's a lot of
close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay. There's a lot of like, okay, see you later. Let's get down to business. Turn it to the bone. You know?
Dude, that's so good. He channeled his inner British guy. That was so good.
You got any of that chicken curry? The jerk chicken?
You are the least racist person on this stream.
Let's go. Oh, we told y'all the show only gets worse after 1 o'clock.
Oh, I say that, Gerald, because he impersonated an Asian person.
I did not impersonate an Asian person.
A couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago.
That's
and
not
it
true.
Was we lost like 1,000 subs.
Shut up.
I have 1,000 Asian people.
You say Asian people don't watch this show?
The Sony execs do. Every once in a while. Every once in a while. We've heard. You don't get blacklisted.
Oh, God.
You don't get blacklisted if they don't watch.
You show right. Oh my
Icon
gosh.
Execs, the Lumix execs, they're all my people, I guess. That's for you.
Oh my God. All right, we really are going to end the show. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. This has been real.
Literally, the show is ending.
Yes, for real. This time.
Officially.
Because now I have, next week when I come with my accents, I'm going to point back to this moment. Y'all let Gerald get away with it and y'all get on me about it, you're racist.
You know why I'm allowed? You know why I can get away with it? Because there's white people from Trinidad. And the reason why I know this is because my wife is like, white as can be. And her family has Trini accents. So it's like, you don't know me. I could be from Trinidad.
That's getting clipped. You don't know me. Your
right.
whole accent. You don't know me.
Bro, I have Asian people comment to me that I am being racist.
Because you are. What are we talking about?
No, because that is true. I am. But the thing is, like, no,
I am racist, but you can't tell me about it.
they call me racist because I'm using like literally my aunt's accent.
It's like,
Is it true though?
the same thing happens to Uncle Roger when he does the
Uncle Roger, right? Like,
Yeah,
they say
there are people that say that he's like, I don't know, bringing down the race or whatever, and it's like he's just doing his like people from like people he knows, like he's doing people in his family.
Oh my
Really, if I had
god.
my mom come on my YouTube channel, people would probably just laugh for like the whole hour. I probably get.
Hey, dude, we're there for that video.
Yes.
It's also a great character. Like it's a really good character.
It's really
Dude,
good.
it's
let me show you guys. It's
Yeah.
a really good character.
Dude, it allows me to say wild stuff and like get away with it.
bro,
Anyway.
it's crazy. I saw you do one and it was a sponsored video. I was like, who approved that?
Right.
Also, the
You said
angle, that
open
particular
gate.
shot that you used for him, which is recognizable. It's so good that like from like the jaw angle or whatever the hell it is that you do. It's
Gets
like
real
lower
close to
lip
the camera.
It's a terrible angle, but that's the
So
whole
good.
point. It has to be terrible. Like
It really makes you look like two people, though. Like the perspective that you get.
It
on that
changes
one
your
seems like two
face, yeah.
different people. Yeah.
It's crazy, like the
Cinematic.
distortion. Like, you know how Gerald says that compression doesn't exist or whatever? Obviously, that's not true because your face distorts totally different when you get.
I didn't say perspective distortion was a myth. I said lens compression's a myth. Okay, guys?
okay. Okay.
He's
That's
never
'cause-
he's
that's 'cause-
never shot on a 7200.
Well, no, that's because he shoots on Sony and they change the way the lens looks in camera, so he has no idea.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. He has a focus breathing compensation turned on.
I'm just gonna let you guys have these ones. It's a clear misunderstanding of all the features, but I'll let you have them.
He wants to get super technical.
He's like, actually. Oh my gosh. All right, we're out of here. Later, y'all. Thank y'all so much. It's been real. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Thanks.